Right, how are we all? Oh, Susie's been an absolute gem. You know what Susie's got me? When she was out and about, she got chicken noodle soup and Thai red curry soup. So I'm sorted, folks. I'm all looked after. There we go. I'll get them all covered up again. Here we go. There's nice, isn't it? Nice pillow there. There you go. Look at that. Would you look at that? No, you. Go lie down. No, no. Stay there. You stay there, dog. I'm just getting gonna make a soup. So there we go. We got some couple of different selections there. Chicken noodle or Thai red curry. Such a pest, tidy. Right. I was going to do a garage work stream today, guys, but honestly, the weather is so atrocious, and I'm a bit burnt out, so I went, nah, I'm going to take a day off it. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be down there later tonight. There are a couple of things I need to do in there before bed, but I've taken a chill day. Hung out old Jay and the crew at the Goat Raiders there. SFF Goat crew. So that was good. It was good to catch up. Played a bit of the Slither Snake game. Had a bit of fun. What am I going to have? Thai red curry, or am I going to have a chicken noodle? You know what? I'm going to go Thai red curry. We'll start off with a Thai red curry soup. Seeing as we don't have the big slow cooker yet to make soup, we're going to have to go the other way. Before I plug the kettle in. How you going? If you're just joining us, I'm just getting started, so you can say hello. I am friendly. Just having a hangout chat. Each evening we hang out and positive chat. So we don't do any politics, we don't do any arguments, we don't do any trolls, we just hang out. Unknown, am I looking for a slow cooker? Maybe, bro, maybe. We're thinking about something for cooking some soup in. We'll probably just buy a new one, I don't know. Might try and find a fancy one on Trade Me Cheap or something. Usually when I want to buy something, I sort of hunt around for a few months until the right deal comes up, so let's see how we get on, brother. How's your day going, man? Haven't heard much from you lately, brother. How are you? Oh, yeah. Pandu. No, I'm from New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand, mate. I don't do any politics and stuff here, my friend. We don't do any of that. We have a nice evening chat we do self-improvement, and we have dog. This is dog. Oh, yeah, I don't need eating. I don't need taste testing, you know that? You're so judgmental. You like the trolls in here, dog. You're so judgmental. Ah! No! No! I'm under attack! Help! Help! Here we go. Hello, darling. You need attention, do you? You just I'm your servant, hey? I think I'm the dog's servant at this point, hey? Hey, puppy. This is Heidi. Her name is Heidi. There's another dog here as well. He's Zed, but he's usually, he stays on his bed like he's meant to. This one, not so much. Not so much. Feel bad for New Zealand in the World Cup? Wouldn't know, man. Yeah, I don't watch any of the sports stuff myself. Haven't got into all that. Hi, how are you, Edgar? How is everybody? I'm making a. It's winter here, right? So it's cold. So I'm making myself a little cup of soup there. Okay. I'm glad you like it here. Grid. That's good, mate. I'm glad I've come on stream, and I'm giving my time to stream to YouTube. Yep, I come on here to just talk Utter rubbish with people. Yes, that's what I do. No. What I do on this channel is I come on here and we talk about self-improvement and mental health and toxic friends and all that kind of thing, right? So you live your dreams in your life. That's what I do here. Mostly for ADHD, autism, stuff like that. But anybody with depression, mental health of any kind, if they want to ask a question, if they need any help, that's what I stream for, guys. So if you want to troll somebody, you can go find somebody else. I'm just here to make the world a little better, mate. That's my purpose. It is my my little mission, mate. Oh, how much milk do I put into my cup of soup? Because it's got to cook the noodles a bit. There we go. Good to see the trolls have arrived early. Hope you guys are, well, I would say hope you guys have had a productive day, but I assume not. We need male discipline. Yes, we do. That is exactly what I teach here, my friend. Discipline when motivation lacks. Otherwise, yeah, you become a troll because you've got no purpose, right? You have no direction in life. You're spot on, mate. 7:19 in the morning. That's good. You're up before most people. Have a nice soup here because it's winter. It's getting cold here, man. Getting cold. I've just had the heater on for a while, so that's good. Doesn't take much to warm a little caravan, so happy days. That's good, bro, but why don't you put the energy in a job or something? Well, I do put it into something, man. I work on the channel, right? So I work from home building cars, and I stream as well, right? I got 2 jobs. Bet it smells like farts in there sometimes, man. Living in here with 2 dogs here. I like baked beans too, so it happens. It is part of being a human being. I do question that when trolls come in here and all they have is jokes about farts. It really makes you go, okay, the trolls are... This is the humour of a 10-year-old. Yeah, farting, you know, so... We try not engage it too much, no. It's good soup. I'm enjoying my Thai red curry soup. Had plans of taking a hike at 35 Celsius. Yeah, that's getting a bit scorching for a hike, mate. But you do what you can each day. Yeah, they're funny. Yeah, you just don't overdo it. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. They can be. You just shake your head at it, and just go, all right. Yeah, we'll see if the regulars flow in. We'll do it like a 3-hour stream here, man. So we just pull up a chair, hang out, have a coffee. We're in no rush to get into deep topics or something. We just take questions as they come about self-improvement. So, how old am I? I'm 39 years old, my friend. I'm 39. I'm getting old, but I'm doing all right. John, how are you, mate? How are you, John? How's everybody's day been? Has somebody got some good news for me? Who's got good news about the world? Who's got some good news? What's good in your life? Or what's bad in your life? We can talk about that and try help you. But what if you have good news? We always prefer good news. I'm just saying. Love from Aussie. G'day, mate. How are you, Cal? Nice to see you here, mate. How was Australia today? We got terrible weather over here in New Zealand, man. It's absolute crap today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a day off. G'day, Mandy. Sorry I didn't do a body double working stream today there, Mandy. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for making it clear what happens if you don't have direction in your life. We appreciate it, man. The trolls like you motivate my members, man. Motivate the people who actually do follow me to improve their lives, because you're the example of the other end of the scale, right? You've got nothing to do but talk rubbish on the internet, so you know it helps remind them that just a little bit of extra action each day will drastically help them in life. Hope everyone heals from the things they don't talk about. All is well with peace and blessings. I like that, Black Mask. I'm going to pin that one, mate. I appreciate that comment very much, man. Yeah, life is short, right, guys? So you're a good soul. Keep shining. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's what we try to do here. Try just give people a space where they can come hang out here, and you can just hang out, whatever, listen, or ask a question if you like. But yeah, it's all self-improvement based. Yeah, no, no, message me about it, bro. Just chuck me a IG message about it, man. Oh, I don't have any in me today, Damien. I kind of gassed myself out earlier, to be honest, mate. No, I try and get them all out of the system before I come on live stream. Summers in New Zealand hot? It can be. It just depends where you are. Like, they're reasonably hot. Usually probably around 24 degrees Celsius. Usually most of summer would be 20, like, most of summer would be sort of 21 to 20, 26 degrees Celsius. Nothing crazy. Like 30 in New Zealand would be a very hot day. 30, 31 would be scorching. So yeah, it's a lot hotter over in Australia in the summer. Appreciate the safe space for sure. That's it, Mandy. That's all it's meant to be. Is the whole rest of the world is losing its damn mind, apparently. So we're trying to make a little slice of the internet away from all the drama. Have a bit of a laugh, have a bit of a chat. I'm having a Mandy. I'm having a Thai red curry soup at the moment. See, this is how I know Susie thinks of me. She went out to get groceries today. We'd been talking about soup recently, and she came home with some soup sachets to sort of fill the gap until we have a slow cooker for. Well, I want to do some big winter soups, right? But she thought of me. She got some soup sachets. She got some little chicken noodle, chicken noodle. Got some chicken noodle as well. Yeah, mate, I'd love those. The Earth's flat. No, no, the Earth isn't flat. The whole Flat Earth Society was actually started by grifters, right? Guy, the people who started the Flat Earth Society don't actually believe that the Earth is flat. It was all just like a big joke to them to get dumb people to give them money. They've admitted that, if you want to go look it up. Yeah. The homepage of the Flat Earth Society said, we have members all over the globe. A globe is a ball. So, yeah, it's a grift, man. You guys, a lot of you need to learn that there's a lot of stuff on the internet that is grifting, right? There's people who are acting genuine that are completely false, and you need to be very wary of them, right? A lot of them around, especially on YouTube and stuff, right? A lot of live streamers are just, they're putting on a complete act for you. And I think the world is better. Malak, you came out today as bisexual. Congratulations, mate. Good on you. Whatever makes you happy. Give a man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm the rest of his life. Wise words, my... Oh my gosh, man. That was quite good. See, that's good. That's clever trolling. It makes me smile. This brightens my experience on here. Rage baiting is very lucrative. The media does it too. That's what the whole planet is, man. The presidents don't run the countries. The leaders of the country don't run the countries. It's all rage bait. It's all changing every week, all the islands, stuff, whatever. The entire world has been rage baited by politics, by who runs what country, and all this, and we lose our own identity. We lose our own focus on our own lives we're building, because we're looking at... It's like, why do you think celebrities and sports people, get such big contracts, make so much money? It's all a distraction. It's all to distract us from our own life. That's it. So as soon as you start thinking of politics as a way to rage bait a whole planet, war, all of it, it's all just rage baiting, trying to make us angry. It just means our life passes by because we're looking at everything we can't control. We're worried all the time. So I'm all about, finding your own peace, finding your own, little purpose. Freaking circus, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Romans used to do it. That's why they had the Colosseum battles when they wanted to... When there were things the public weren't happy with, they'd be like, hey, guys, we're going to feed some people to some lions. No, it's free entry. We got free food for you all. Come on down. Have a good day. Yep, that's how it works, man. Oh, the politicians aren't influenced by it, man. It's deeper than that. There's... All the people that you see running the world are not who runs the world, right? They're just the ones performing the orders of who actually runs the world that we don't know the names of, right? So again, this is why you can't affect it or control it, right? It's too big. The machine has been turning for 100 years with that lot, man. So we don't worry about that. We worry about how we're going to build the life we want. That's what I do. Yeah, based, yeah. Am I sober? Alcohol, yes. Oh, that's no good. What's going on there? I want to use a lighter. Now, it hasn't worked, so I'm feeling a little heavier inside, you know. Oh, I don't know, chat. What are we going to do, chat? Where does the conversation go tonight? Where do you guys want to take it? Can we talk about self-improvement stuff? Are we just going to get dumb trolls? What do you reckon? What do we do? How do I make this 3 hours the best show I've ever done? Sailor Song. All right. I think I might have heard of that. All right. I'll see if I can work it in. Maybe not the next one, but yeah, I'll try work it into one of them for you, babe. I saw your comment there, Truly. I appreciate it, dude. Hope you liked my new workout trick I did. My conspiracy theory is that there is nobody pulling the strings in our world, really is an unplanned, unmanaged chaos. Oh no, there's far too much proof of all that. But the only takeaway from all the politics, and this is why we don't do the politics, the only takeaway from politics is it's so far out of your control to change, just don't even worry about it. It'll be what it'll be. That's why, like, I'm not interested in the Soccer World Cup or something. I couldn't care less. Happy Pride Month. I do believe it is Men's Mental Health Month, actually. It's Men's Mental Health Month, which is a thing we talk about on this channel all year round, is men and women's mental health. Trying to help people in life. Addie, how are you? Might need to put up a poll soon. They tend to keep the trolls at bay a little. How you doing, brother? Hugs from Brazil. G'day, Alex. How are you? Doing good, man. Doing good. A little bit tired. Taking a day off working today. I'm taking a day off the garage work. This is still working, so. Do you listen to? No, Nick. Oh my God. Well, is it? It's troll o'clock, is it? What time is it for you guys? For Nick and stuff. What time is it, guys? If you just got out of school, are you bored? Alright. Well, as always, guys, it's a self-improvement chat. What is the cost of living in USA for 1 month? Google.com. Google.com would be a great answer there. No, I'm not gay. My woman lives here in the caravan with me. Very good woman. She got me noodle soup today. She went and got all my groceries and everything for me. She's got us some noodle soup. Yeah. It's a very big storm outside. It's winter. So I'm keeping warm inside, mate. Yeah. Man. Where am I? I'm in New Zealand. New Zealand. True story. I wouldn't lie to you. Yep, I saw that. Truly, got you, mate. I screenshot it, so yep, I'll edit that in for you, my friend. That's no worries. Don't feel like yourself today. Slept less. Yeah, I feel that, man. I've had 2 or 3 days at myself. I definitely that's why I've taken it real easy today, man. You got to realize, like I went. I'm starting to burn out that bit. If I try keep going the pace I am, I'm gonna burn out. So just dial it back. It's okay. You can do that. You know, you just be kind to yourself. You know, not everything is like hard grind, try and become a billionaire. It's just flow through. You know, when you can't, you know, you can push through, but when you get too far, you need to realize before you fully burn out, right? Otherwise, I'll be burnt out for a week, right? So I just need to stop now, take a chill day, back at it tomorrow. Know how cold it is there? I don't know. It's cold, man. It's the middle of winter. It's not too cold, but it's cold enough. I've had the heater on for about an hour. Up north, Abrams, Hawke's Bay getting hit. Yeah, not sure, Jace. Not sure. I'd probably check out Weather Watch NZ on YouTube, bro. It's got Philip Duncan. He used to be like, I think he was like TV3 weatherman, right? He has a YouTube channel now. If you look up Weather Watch NZ, That's the only weather source I use for New Zealand, bro. Or I'll look at the rain radar, Met Service rain search for the Met Service rain radar, and then look at like the 3 day forecast. You can watch it coming in for the next 3 days. So I'm always checking that, man. That's the way I get it done. Yep, it's the best source for it, dude. Very, very, very dark grey clouds today, and yeah, been raining all of yesterday and crap today. And I went, you know what? I'm just gonna chill a bit. Do I watch anime? Not really, man. No, I'm usually just working at my life, man. I'm building a house and stuff, so yeah, lots. I've got so much on. Like I have a PlayStation 2. I haven't played it in like 3-4 months. I don't actually. I only have a little old TV, so yeah, pretty much watch the odd movie on my phone, man. The odd TV show on Netflix or something, but not much. Mostly working. Sadly, at some point you got to grow up. That's what it is, man. My advice would be, don't waste your life indoors watching anime. Because when you're an adult and got all these responsibilities, pretty much buying paint for a house excites you these days, you know. I'm perfectly content with that. I'm good, you know. I've had a good life, I've had a good run, but now I'm 39, building my own little cabin out here, and that's a 100 square foot cabin roughly. Now it's like, oh, I'm getting some more screws, and then I can progress that job. Oh, I'm getting some paint for it. These are the things that excite me these days. Yeah, I don't know, JC. I haven't actually looked at the rain radar of this one. I've heard about the storm, but I haven't looked at it myself. It's pretty decent looking, but it's not too bad. Like, it's just been chill. It's just cold, bro. It's just cold. She's carrying a chill with her. Fair whack of rain for sure. Like yesterday, we got a heap of rain. What's up, Taylor? Good to see you, mate. How are you? We're just hanging out. We having we try and do like a self improvement based chat, but I'll put it up. Pop a poll up there just so people know what we're on about when they come in here. In the US today, nice, mate. How is the US today? How is the world for everybody? How's your life? That's what I care more about. How's your week going? How's your week going? Got any good plans for the weekend? Is there anything anybody needs advice with? That's what I try and stick to. We haven't got any questions right now. I don't know. They've gone quiet. Oh, they've got some comments, but they're pretty quiet tonight. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, dog. We'll see, dog. Oh, I said right. Need more enough. You need more enough. All right. You happy now? I don't know what to do. I'm bored. Oh, well, it's always good to, if you're bored, you don't want to just swipe your life away. What do you want to do? What could you do? What could you learn? Is there a hobby you want to learn something about or something, You can always aim to be better. That's the idea of life, right? Nice, Doggo. Thanks, mate. This is Miss Heidi. She's a 3.5-year-old German Shepherd. Actually, proud of myself. Our regular, if I've managed to say it's a new thing for me. Usually, I drown in anxiety. Yeah, Mandy, same for me until I figured out the methods that I teach here. So I'm glad to hear it's working for you, Mandy, and I love the art you're putting out. Mandy's been posting her art. Basically, a lot of what I do on here is I do some workouts and stuff, but I do self-improvement chat, right? So the other thing I do is I work in my garage and stuff, working on cars, motorbikes, whatever needs doing. And the idea of those daytime streams is you work alongside me, right? So that's what Mandy's been doing, is working on her projects while I work on my stuff. So it's always easier to sort of get stuff done when you can see someone in front of you doing work, right? So that's what I do those streams for. You do epoxy resin work. Oh, nice, mate. Yeah, I'd love to learn. I'd love to do like some bench tops and stuff, and like epoxy with some coloured epoxy and stuff through there. I've seen some really cool stuff done with that. What kind of regulation tools? What do you mean for that one, Flynn? At the pools today, and there were only 3 people, and it's summertime. Wicked, yeah. So you got the only 3 people at the pools. That's fantastic, mate. Got the summer heat off and nobody around. Been home more often, working from home, and get bored easily. Yeah, yeah. So you went out to the pools, but at least you went out and did something. I don't understand the question, Kira. You're mentioning 4 different countries. I don't know what you're asking me about them. People love to stay inside nowadays. I mean, I've done a day of it today. I haven't. I went down to the shed for about 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm going to do this and that, and I'm going to do a stream soon. It was so damn cold down there, and I'm just feeling great. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I'll do 5 minutes of work down here, but no, I'm going to go and chill out a bit today. I've been at it for weeks straight. I'm burning myself. Well, I'm starting to feel that rise of a little bit of burnout, and as soon as I know now with my ADHD is I'll keep working until I'm totally burnt out, then I'll stop for 4 days or a week, right? And I'll really lose my momentum. Whereas if I get to now and I go, okay, I'm a bit drained, I'm going to just dial everything back. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to dial back and just do a little bit, a little bit of stuff for a day, and then things will flow back in tomorrow. And that means that over the long term, I get a lot more done with the consistency, right? G'day, freaky shortlet. How are you, mate? Kieran, you can have a permanent ban. I don't do trolls, I don't do spammers, mate. We're just trying to have a nice evening conversation. We're trying to have a nice, positive evening conversation. Don't ruin it for the people who need help. The whole idea of this channel is I was depressed and tried to end my life right here, 3 years ago. Literally here. Okay? I'm here to talk about whatever will help people not end up there. I don't want anybody to feel like that. That's why I do the channel, guys. That's the purpose. So that's what we're here to talk about. So please do not interrupt it with just rubbish. Miss the good old days when arcades and movie theatres were more active and family got together. Holidays were fun. Yeah, this is the curse of the smartphone, right? Everybody is totally disconnected now. Some of my best childhood memories are me and my nana, my grandmother, hanging out, and we'd go to watch movies when I was a kid. I'd go spend a weekend at grandma's, and we'd go up and watch a movie, and we'd go grocery shopping, and she'd buy me a little Hot Wheels car, right? Whenever I'd see grandma, she'd buy me a little $2 Hot Wheels car when we went up and did the grocery shopping. So yeah, good times. No politics here, mate. No politics. We don't need to. This channel is all about what is within your own control. It's not about what's happening in the world that we can't control. So that's what my channel's about, is about ignoring all of the things you're talking about there and switching it over to, okay, the world's a crazy place and there's all these evil people around the world. I can't do anything about that. I want these things in life, and I care about my family. I care about my parents, my sister, my brother, children, friends, whatever it is, right? So you're going to put your time and effort at that instead. This is what's happening, is people are getting all this politics, all this stuff they can't change in their head. You can spend your whole life going, oh, screw it, I give up. And then you just go, oh, I'll just doom scroll, why bother? I'll just do nothing, why bother? So you're letting them win. You're giving your life away. But if you take control of your life and start to learn and focus on you and building you and what you want to build, you can have a lot of things you actually want in life. Maybe not everything, but it's a lot better than sitting there being miserable about stuff you can't control. So that's what the whole channel's about, man. It's not about keeping your head in the sand. Not at all. I'm completely aware. I understand how the world works. So that I've been accused of that many times in my life, actually. Oh, you poke your head in the sand and turn away. No, it's not about poking your head in the sand. It's about knowing that it's totally beyond your control. Here's a way to think of it. Right now, today, okay, we'll use you as an example. I've got 14 viewers here. Are you going to change the world by the best use of your time? You're so upset by the world, right? You're facing it, right? I've got my head in the sand. You're facing the politics. You're angry about it. You're going to virtue signal and let everyone know, I don't think this is okay. I don't think this is okay, so I've got to tell everyone. So you're telling me with your time, you care about this more than me, but the only impact you can have is to talk to 13 people? This is as far as you've got. With all your care about the politics and how evil the world is and how everybody should care like you, the only way you can spread that message is to 12, 13 people? This is my point. Go try and start something to change the world. Go try and actually follow that through. Spend your whole life. See how far you get. Burn your whole life at that. Sure, you can do that. But, putting I support this on your Facebook picture isn't changing anything in the world, guys. It's just your time, your limited time on Earth and focus is going at something you can't control. That's what this whole channel is about, and where you take your own power back, and where you feel like life isn't so shit, and you're not so down about life and depressed and feel powerless as you take your power back. You take control of your life, and you can't save the whole world. If you can't even save your own little life and your own things, how are you gonna save the world, man? It doesn't track. It doesn't make any sense. What should one do when they feel they're left behind? You're never left behind. Everybody's walking their own path, man. It's your journey. It's not like everybody has a different start point. Everybody has different abilities, interests. You're never behind. You're never left behind. You're just walking your own path. It's just your way. And what effort you put at it is what the outcome. Well, life's self-assignment. So what are you going to do on your path? You feel left behind, but 3 billion people on Earth still don't have the internet. So have you really been left behind? Or is it just your perspective, 3 billion people in the world are still, living in mud huts and don't have the internet. They don't have a smartphone. They don't have power, right? There's 3 billion people like that out of 9.5 billion. So it's like a third of the planet is not on the internet yet. So, are you really behind in life, or are you just looking at all these people on social media who look like they have this dream life better than yours, and they're just showing the best snippets of their life? They're fake. They're making a narrative. They're showing off stuff. This guy's selling you a course. They're like, oh, look at this. You can get a Bugatti too. Let me sell you a course. It's just bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. But you can fill your head with just everything, but just taking a little bit of action towards what you want. Write it down on paper. What do you want? I want to. When you are, say you're 80 years old, you're at the end of your life, you've lived your whole life, and you're thinking back, man, I wish I'd done that thing. When I was the age you are right now, I wish I'd gone and pursued that thing and not been so scared and cared what other people thought and all the distractions of politics. I wasted my life. What's that thing? Write it down on a piece of paper. That's what I need. Okay, well, what's it going to cost? What's it going to take to get there? Back engineer it. Oh, it's going to cost that much money, and it'll take 10 years. It'll take 30 years. Oh, okay. And you can write it all down and figure it out. Night 1 of subbing to random people on live. Appreciate it, mate. Blocks Shorts. How are you, mate? The world doesn't work according to my timeline. What if everyone just moves ahead? Nobody's moving ahead, bro. What do you mean everyone's moving ahead? You find most people are moving backwards, but man, there's people going backwards in life every day, dude. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has bad days, man. There's a lot of people feel like they're going backwards, man. But it's alright. Like, you can change it across time. It might take you 10 years to get your life to where you want, but you're going to learn a lot along the way, and you'll get what you want if you aim at it. All you have to do is aim at it, and you just keep repeating it something, and you'll get it. Now, how does somebody become a world champion at golf or motor racing or something? They start when they're 4 years old and work their whole life to it. And then when they're 20 or 30, maybe they win a world championship. Maybe, right? But people want to fix their lives in a week. It doesn't have to be like that. Well, it can't be like that. It can't be in a week. It's going to take time. You've got to learn. We're a blank slate when we're born. We have to learn everything. And you've learned a lot of things in your life, and you've taken in a lot of information when you were younger about politics and this and that, and stress, and what am I going to do? And I can't think. You shut all that off and actually go, okay, from my position now, what can I do? What are my options? For me, my option was, I've got no money to keep renting buildings to store cars in. I need to have a solution. Okay, well, what can I sacrifice? How can I make that work? So I leased some land and then put a caravan on it. And then when I'm going to build a garage and I'm going to build a cabin, and now 3 years later, that's what I've been working at. I'll pull up a picture for you. How do I do that again? Sorry, I'm having a moment. Background. So that's 3 years ago, and now, dog, you're kind of in the way there. You see, we built all that. Right, so that's the best plan I could put into action, right? So that's what I did. Just bought another shed the other day, guys. We bought this one. Some of you may have seen me pulling that down on live stream. So I bought that. We got it halfway pulled apart, but we're going to bring that home and add it into the... Yeah, most welcome, man. You're never behind in life, dude. You're never behind. It's your path. Even if you are behind, even like for me, I wasted 10 plus years of my life video gaming all day. I gave up for over 10 years because of that reason. The politics and this and that, and feeling powerless, and well, I'll never own a house, so why bother? And it just ate me alive, man. Just ate me alive for years. And getting out of it, the hardest thing about getting out of it was, well, I've just wasted 10 years of my life video gaming in the past, and I'm so behind everyone. But I really wasn't. Just started taking action in a different direction, and started to improve things. Can you join a video call? Well, you are joining a video call, technically. I'll do a show for everyone. I just do chats like this every day, mate. So if you want to ask a question, you can. How's the garage going? Yeah, going alright, mate, going alright. Your assistance is requested by the Ministry of Truth. Oh, I just do my own thing here, mate. If people want my opinion, if people want me view, here I am. Right. Look out, puppy. Do you believe in fate, or is it just hard work and sheer determination? Somebody asked a sort of similar question the other day that got me thinking. I ruminated and meditated on it for quite a while later that evening. And somebody said, do you think, what do you think is, like, do things run on luck, or do things run on hard work? And I said, well, the more hard work you do, the luckier you're going to be. You've got to put yourself in the situations. You've got to put yourself where the opportunity is. If you're at home and you don't go out much and whatever, you're not going to find much opportunity. If you're out and about every day and you're pursuing things, you're going to get more opportunities come to you. It's going to look like more luck, right? But it's because you've got more options. The options open up. The whole world opens up when you're out on it and you're playing the game, My service is non-optional. That's nice. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Some people are not for sale. So I will have to deny your request at this time. I'm going to be on this channel for the next 30 plus years. So if you're finding me now, you're in early. I'm going to document. It's like the Truman Show. I'm going to document my whole life here. Everything I build, everything I work at. I'm not going to switch up. I'm not going to code over some big careers. I'm not going to start trying to hawk products. I'm not going to run a shop. I'm here to help people with mental health. That's it. That's what I do. Yeah, 54 and maybe you live to 74. It's only 20 years. Yep, that's it for sure. It's 20 years. Worse than it being 20 years. It's just 20 summers. It's like how often are the conditions right in the world, even weather-wise, for you to get out and actually enjoy things in life, right? Life's shorter than you think. How's the dog doing? She's doing good, mate. She's pretty tuckered out again today. We're having a run around outside. It's all yucky, horrible, rainy weather out there, but there was a break in the rain to play with her for a while. Don't you dare hide me ever again. I'm tired of making your accounts. See you, Jeff. Good one, mate. How about you just go away then? How about you just understand, Jeff, the channel is not for you. Do I believe in karma? I've definitely witnessed it. For sure. I think it's a case of the energy you put out in the world, you're going to get back. Yeah. If you try to be a good person and you actually act right, you're going to be rewarded by the world. If you view things negatively and you play the victim and stuff, then not much is going to come your way. So think of it this way: like all the negative stuff you've ever thought about and all the chances you didn't take, what did it ever get you? All the voice in your head, all this negative stuff in your mind, what's it ever done for you? Has it ever helped you? All these things you built up in your mind, all this anger at people and with thoughts of revenge and this and that, all this negative energy, what's it ever done for you that's helped? Just makes things worse, you know what I mean? So that's why you just block out that negative and start to build a good positive. The negative thoughts start to creep in and you just literally tell them to shut up, like we're not doing that anymore. I have to remind myself of that all day. All day my brain still is like, man, just do less, just don't stream today, just don't work on the stuff today, I'll give up on everything. I wake up about 2 days a week and my brain's like, give up on everything, you're on the wrong path, you're doing everything wrong, you're an F up. And that's how my brain wakes up. It's still got that old software in there, Is what it is. It doesn't mean stop, it doesn't mean I'm going to listen to it. I'm not saying it goes away, but I'm saying it gets better, and then you've got some kind of environment where those good days can come. And like at the moment, I've been stoked all week because we got monetized on YouTube. We got another couple of members today, so we're at like 42 members within I think 4 days of getting monetized on YouTube. So shout out to all the members real quick. Nothing's paywalled with the memberships. I don't want self-help. I don't want it to be like people have to pay to get help. So the whole membership thing is called Supporter. If you're interested, $5 New Zealand dollars a month. I think it's like $3 US or something. But yeah, it just helps. It all gets fed back into the channel, so that's what that's for. But yeah, you pretty much get a green name and you get some pretty emojis. If there are any members in here, I've added emojis of the dogs if you would like to use them. They've only been used by one person today. I was very disappointed. Libby, I think it's an irrelevant question. I think we're born how we're born, aren't we? Do we choose what country we're born in? Do we choose our nationality? Do we choose any of that? Or are we all just people, or are we all just born into Earth, right? All of us are like the same, right? We're all just born on this Earth. And then it's like, oh, you're from this nation, you don't like these people and those people. Have you noticed that we're all just actually on the same journey? That we're all just humans? I think we've forgotten that somewhere along the way. We're all just created into this world. We're all just here. We're all trying to figure it out. Some people are really damn scared. Some people are really damn scared. But these arguments about I like this sports team and you like that one. I'm with these politics and you're with those, and we're so busy arguing with each other that we don't actually live the life we want. We can't figure out who we are and what we actually like doing because we're too busy arguing with everybody else. Tell me how that serves anything. What does that do? Time's just ticking. Your life's going by, and you know, I got rid of a moderator today because I can just see it becoming way too much drama. I just don't have time for drama. I'm here to help people, right? Here to change some mindsets if I can. Thing is, people don't value life anymore. They make it. It's just something normal. Yeah. You only got one opportunity on this rock. You know. And what are we going to do? Waste it looking at how everybody else is living their lives? Watching the World Cup of soccer? Who gives a shit? I haven't got time to watch the World Cup of soccer. I haven't got time to watch a whole heap of people get paid millions of dollars to kick a ball. Why am I going to watch it? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why am I going to sit and waste my time on that? Sorry guys, I'm just having some, my lovely partner Susie today, she bought some curry, the Thai red curry soup sachets and some chicken noodle. Is that right? You yawning it? What's up? You good? Need to live. Yeah, that's it, Catherine. It's things like that can be a real anchor around you, right? The wrong people around you. You pick the wrong people around you. Um, sometimes people change and stuff, and you're too deep in by the time and you end up loving them and stuff, right? It's a difficult one. But yeah, you can't. You're going to become like the 5 people you surround yourself with. So if you hang out with people who are just depressed all the time and complaining about life, well, you're just going to end up the same. If you're around people who hang out every weekend and go hiking and go skydiving and shit, well, you're going to go hiking and skydiving, and very soon you have a totally different life, right? It's all self-assignment. You can pick who you're around. Who you're around is going to be the biggest thing in your life. Show me your friends, and I'll, show you who you are and who you're going to become, right? What's the definition of successful in my dictionary? Those I care about are looked after, and the time I leave. When I leave this earth, the people I care for are looked after, and that I've been able to help as many people as possible get out of the hole I was in, and I've really, the whole way through getting myself out of a very deep depression and those problems was thinking the whole way along, at some point I'm going to be on here, I'm going to tell the story to people. I don't have the bravery to get on YouTube and do it now, but I need to make sure I'm understanding every little aspect of exactly what drives me, what doesn't, why this works, why that doesn't. I need to learn more. I need to try. I can't just be like, pop on here and be like, oh yeah, I used to be depressed, but now I'm good. And then people are like, how'd you do it? And it's like, oh, I don't know, man. Because I searched the internet for years for these answers to try and figure it out, right? I figured it out now. What's up, guys? We're just hanging out, Amelia. We're having a yarn. But yeah, success is, what do you want it to be? Success is living a life that you didn't waste. Like, you can be gone at any time. Like, you look at the Oliver Tree situation. Look how much that guy impacted the world before he was 32. And gone, right? I ride motorbikes. Like, anything can happen on a motorbike. Same with a car, right? People are so used to cars, but people go every day in cars by no fault of their own, Somebody else does something silly, right? So you never know how long you've got, right? So, someday can very quickly become never. Yeah, it doesn't have to be you put something off for 20 years. It can be you put something off for a year. And it's like, if there's something you want to do in your lifetime, you better get on with it. You better start making it happen. The health problems come, the drunk driver, barrels through the fence into your living room. I don't know. We forget that. We should be running towards our goals like we're on fire, because we never know when it's up. But we waste time. We focus on politics. We look at all this crap that's got nothing to do with our lives, and then we wonder why we're miserable. While we scroll through looking at all the most successful people, like, these algorithms feed us these, the videos with the most high views, high likes, all day, and you're seeing the best of the world, then of course you're going to compare yourself somewhere in it. You might think, oh, like, I'm not really comparing myself. It's like, but you are. It's all affecting you. It's all poisoning your subconscious. If it wasn't, you wouldn't feel down and feel like you're behind or something, right? You wouldn't feel it if the stuff wasn't affecting you. Yeah, KS. It serves some people. I think it serves some people. It's where people disagree. Again, that's where the problem comes, is where people disagree with each other, right? 365 Rucking, how are you, mate? You look good in green there, mate. 365 Rucking, got a membership yesterday, I believe. Good to see you. Did you see the post I made in your community? Amelia, I did check the community post a couple of hours ago, but I did not see anything. Hey, g'day, Celtic. How are you, mate? There we go. We've had some mods arrive now. This is good. You guys don't want to see what the start of this chat was like. Yeah, oh, for sure. Like, with the soccer and stuff, it's like, I understand people like watching soccer and that. It's just, I don't have anything against people watch a few hours of soccer now and again. It's just people get so obsessed with, like, that's one thing, but then next week it's something else, and next week it's something else, and it's just following the trend of, like, what's going on in the world right now. It's the information that's been fed to you. It's like, oh, these soccer players are playing this game. You should come watch this big event, right? And then I'm sitting here all week and everybody's talking to me about it, and I'm like, I couldn't care less, to be honest. It's just irrelevant. Where am I from? I'm from New Zealand. What about yourself? Vibhav Singh. How are you, brother? I'm awake, sir. Yeah. Love of your dream is in your heart. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not saying I got it all figured out neither, guys. Like I've figured out how to keep moving forward. I've figured out how to keep myself sane, rather than feeling like I want to give up all the time. So it's going all right. The rest just takes time and repetition, right? Patience and a bit of understanding of oneself, right? Yeah, you'll get that, Amelia. Again, this is the thing, is where we're always talking about our differences. We're talking about politics. We're talking about everything but what's happening in our own lives, right? Can we get to 30 likes, guys? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? The likes are looking a bit low there. Can we get some love in the chat? Can we get some double taps? Okay. All right, Grace, how are you? How's everybody going? I do apologise. I'm a bit more tired today, guys. That's why I didn't do a stream in the garage today. With the bad weather in there, I went, today I'm going to take it more chill. I'm good. How about you? Yeah, going all right, Grace. Going all right. Yeah, just winter's getting a bit cold and that. So taking a cruisier day today. Just doing some chat-based stuff today on here. Hang on. Cool says, but how can we understand our heart? Like, I can't understand what I seriously want in my life and what's the reason of my life. Nobody knows what they want, man. Nobody is sure. Like, very few people are sure of what they want out of life, man. A lot of it is you're going to learn on the journey, right? Like, you could go to a new hobby for, like, when I was a kid, I didn't really think of getting a motorcycle that much. Then I got a motorcycle and it became a big part of my life, right? I got into a certain model of sports car and now I have 10 of them, you know? Things will pick you as you walk the path of life, right? You can't plan it all out. You can plan that, hey, I wanna be saving some money, I wanna sort of, the things you want to plan out are like, where are you gonna live? Where do you want to be in the world? Do you want to build a house somewhere? Like, what do you know what I mean? But nobody quite knows, man. The reason of your life is to go on the journey. That is the answer to the. I asked myself that question for a very long time. Like, why am I here? What's the meaning of life? What's the point if it all goes away anyway? Everything I earn, everything I develop about myself vanishes when I pass away. The meaning of life is to go on the journey. You get to experience the journey. It's a 1 in a trillion. The odds are 1 in 1 trillion that you're alive right now. So just relax a bit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Try and enjoy the ride. Try and enjoy the ride a little. No, I can't do that pie flavoured because it's not my first day on the internet and your joke sucks. Was a Southern Tomboy growing up? I should have expected the truck thing. Even my Barbie had a truck. Nice. What Barbie did they call that? Was it like Redneck Barbie or something? Sorry, I'm just going to rinse out the last of my noodle soup here. There we go. I've rinsed. Oh, there's still a bit of noodle there. Oh well, it's alright. I'll take a noodle or two with it. It's fine by me. I'm not that fussy. Where is it? There we go. We got some milkshake syrup there. Pour a little bit of that onto there. Nice. Isn't that nice? See, here's other ways you can save money and stuff, right? The lower everything costs you in your life, the less money you have to go make, the less you have to work, right? So if you want a milkshake, you can buy a whole bottle of that for the price of one milkshake. You can make 50 milkshakes, right? You just need the milk. People go into a store and they're like, I need a milkshake or a thick shake. It's like, just buy the bottle of syrup yourself. Simple. Milk will make you big and strong. True story. The internet totally consumes you. Good luck, sir. How do you mean? The internet does not consume me at all here, my friend. It is this is an anti-brain rot channel. I've refused to make a brain rot channel. I made a channel to help people. That's what we do, mate. Oh, it doesn't look too. Silver top, creamy, 4% fat milk. It's got a giant lump in the. Oh, I just got a giant lump in it. It don't look like no. No, it is alright. It's very, very fatty. It's a 4% flat, 4% fat milk, creamy top, silver top. Oh yeah, it's gonna fatten me up good. I do not care about other people's opinions of me at all, Jethro. We're just discussing mental health and stuff, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Lump up. There we go. Now we got some milk out of it. That's good. There we go. So Jethro, I don't know, man. You really don't understand my channel. Oh, I get it. Jethro. Jethro. Okay, I understand. Okay, got it. Ban. As I say, guys, we're here to have like a positive chat about mental health and stuff, right? I'm not here to be trolled by people and stuff. Jethro, you already got a permanent ban, mate. It's a bit late to start talking about your German Shepherd and being friendly with me. You should come in here acting correct. Sorry, I am a bit zoned out tonight, guys. I am going to do my best to keep up here. Just bought a truck for Barbies at a yard sale, and the Barbie is actually such a cute story. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, here we go. We got... Amelia does have some good stories, though, and Chuck Norris jokes, to be fair, so let's... Yeah, Celtic. It is getting a bit draining being on here with the amount of trolls lately, to be honest, but that's alright. I understand it. I'm just a bit tired. I'm a bit zoned out, to be honest, man. But a bit stressed. I've just been winding down today. Today's been a day I've struggled with a bit more, but so I'm fine. Like, I'm all good. I just know that I need to stop and chill a bit today and just hang out, and all is well. Basically, I was super little when I got this Barbie. My family was super poor. Yeah, I feel that. When I was little, but my birthday was coming up, my older brother was around 10 and saved up a few dollars. Oh, that's adorable. With that few dollars, my Mama took him to the dollar store. He got an off-brand Barbie. Well, I still remember opening that gift. Oh, that would have been nice, mate. That would have been nice, mate. I didn't have any Barbies myself. I'm trying to remember what I had. I had some Matchbox cars and stuff and that. My mum gave it all away not long ago. She said I couldn't play with it for years, so I could use it at her house when my nieces and that were around. And she's like, I said, oh, Mum, like, you know, they've grown up now. Can I get all my like childhood toys? You know, like, you know, I remember them all. You know, I want to play them. And she goes, no, you're a grown up now. It's kid stuff. You don't do that. I'm like, yeah, but it's like my whole childhood memories and whatever. She's like, oh no, it can stay here for other people for now. And then yeah, a couple of months ago, she threw it all away. I got word she cleared out the garage, and I said, oh, the day you go to, you know, just call me. I'll come pick it all up. You know, she threw it all away. I was pretty annoyed by that for a couple of days. I was like, really? I was like, bro, it's my childhood you just threw away. But oh well, she's got a point. She's like, it's just stuff. It's just sentimental. I don't know. I'm too numb these days anyway. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you just don't feel stuff anymore. It's like, oh well, okay. I've been through worse. You know what I mean? You start to build up, I like to think of it as resilience, right? You start to just be like, okay, such is life. Oh yeah? Right, Amelia. Alright. I was like, so glad to see a proud gay man out of the closet. Oh, Toast, did you finally get a mirror, mate? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. It's good to see you're proud of yourself, Toaster. Got the confidence to look in the mirror, to face yourself. It's awesome, man. What do I do when I feel lonely? Ah, these honest. Okay, I'll be honest as always. These days I don't really feel lonely with the dogs and my missus and everything around. When I felt lonely, before, when I've been single, when I didn't have dogs, when I felt that loneliness, it was just do something I enjoy. You don't always need people, right? Or sometimes you can go out and socialize with people. It just depends on what you want to do. But you don't want to just waste your time. If you feel lonely, you don't just want to rot it watching Netflix series or something, right? You don't want to sit there and binge a whole Netflix series. You want to do things that are going to return to you in some way, right? And this is the same with investing money, right? Anybody investing money wants a return on their investment. If they invest $1,000, they don't want to get back 500. They want to get back more than they put in, right? You're always trying to invest things, right? So it's how do you want to invest your time? Because you can lose a whole weekend to just like, oh, I'm going to watch Netflix and do nothing, and then it's like, oh, I didn't get that thing done again, right? Same with video gaming. Like, I still video game occasionally, but I try and really limit it because I know I'm never going to get anything back. I'm never going to see that time again. I might as well be asleep. There's an experience there, but there's nothing being built in life, right? Can be lonely in a relationship too. I agree, yeah. If your partner isn't meeting your needs, I'd agree, yeah. You feel like you're alone, I get you. Been there, yeah, been there. I don't know what's up with the lighting this evening. It seems very, like... Oh, I have it all, I think, filtered down from earlier. Hang on, guys. Because we're in very bright sun earlier. Oh, yeah. Is that a bit better? That's a bit more homely, isn't it? Isn't that nice? Is everybody cozy now? Yeah, do something you enjoy. Enjoy your own company, right? I think a lot of people have gone there. I think there's a lot more loneliness around now because people have changed a lot in the last few years. Um, so yeah, it is more difficult to find those right people that are on that right path. Oh. Just go take your dog to get a pup cut. That's it, mate. Yeah, go out with the dog. Get out in the world. Yeah, keep moving. I think movement has been proven to be a way to heal trauma. Because if you stay still, you're stuck with your thoughts, right? But if you go for a walk, you're out, you're seeing the world, right? At first, it might suck a bit, but you start to appreciate things. You get moving. You go for a drive, right? That's why going for a drive chills people out and stuff, right? You get some music on, you create a vibe, right? Quite often, I think music. I think often I forget when I'm feeling a bit off. I sort of let the thoughts come for a while, but I sort of have to remember. Oh, I'll put some music on. I find that really chills me out. I don't listen to something like angry. I'll listen to something like chill. So there's different kinds of music as well are going to give you a really different mindset, a very very different mind state because it all affects your subconscious, right? So like hip hop and rap music is going to make you more like negative and shit. If you're listening to that kind of lyrics and stuff all the time, or if you're like down and depressed, you don't want to be listening to like My Chemical Romance or something. I don't know what the modern equivalent is, but you don't want to be listening to music that's just reinforcing you feeling like shit and depressed. And it's like, as much as that music is relating to you in that moment, at the same time, it's not really helping you, right? It can sometimes for brief periods, right? But you need to get out of that and get something a bit more upbeat. That's where like drum and bass and stuff, trance music and that. There's no sad people at a rave, typically. Rap is dead, is it? Okay. I haven't heard. How you going, Johnny? Can't stand rap music. Help your depression? Help you? Yeah. I mean, you get what I mean. Is like it can help with some things, but it's also you've got to come out of it as well. I think they're like. I knew a lot of people back in my 20s who listened to a lot of death metal music and stuff, and they were like the most depressed people I knew were just listening to like this heavy, hard metal music and really grungy stuff, and like then they kind of all got into eventually like house music and stuff and like chill vibe music, and like they became totally different people, you know, as they grew up. They really, really changed a lot. Like I've got like all my friends that I've known typically like 15, 20 years, and they've all come leaps and bounds, and like since their early 20s and their mid 30s, they were the guys doubting where they'd be at and what would happen, and how's it all going to work out. It's all worked out. They just kept, you know, a little bit of effort here or there, and you try and keep your head up and move forward. 90s country music, yep. 80s rock, yeah, bit of 80s rock. Oh, I definitely still like Pantera and stuff. In the right mood, but just depends. It just depends. I tend to push myself too hard. You know, there's certain songs. Well, what's a song you wouldn't drive to? There's certain songs I can't drive to, like Boom Funk MC's Freestyler. I cannot drive to because I drive too fast. So that song. There's certain songs where I push it too hard. Make Me a Superstar by Saliva. It's from the first Fast and the Furious. Make Me a Superstar. It's from the scene where they race the Ferrari against the Mark IV Supra. That makes me drive too fast. Anything Static X. Any song that was in the old like Need for Speed Underground games. Linkin Park helped me express my depression. Yeah, it can definitely help in the right way, right? It helps you. That's what I mean. Is it can help in the relatable way, but it's also as you break out of it, you start to like where I'm at now. When I listen to Linkin Park and stuff, it makes me depressed again, right? It drags me back to like the kind of state I was in, right? So I've changed genre myself now. Yeah, like Soundgarden, Oasis, you know, a bit of that kind of stuff. But honestly, these days it's mostly like electronic music, low vocal stuff, just chill vibe stuff. So that's what I go for these days, and just flow working away in the garage rather than like amp myself up and down and all that kind of thing. How you doing there, puppy? You coming up? Hey, what are you doing? You gonna come up here? No, we've just been out there. Come up here. All right, come up, 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 up. Come to your spot. Come to the window here. There. Yeah, you wanna see everybody. You wanna say hello. For the members, we do have Heidi emojis now. We have Heidi and Z emojis. If there's any members who would like to use them, you can use them when I'm patting Heidi. There you go. We'll move this over. So everyone can see you. Yo, Nick Jonas. Oh, thanks, mate. You're about the 100th person to say that this month. Thanks, bro. If any members in the house, you can use the Heidi emoji. There's new ones there for you. You all good there, Doofy? Hey. You want to show them your big teeth? Your big pretty teeth? No? Alright, you're not in the mood? Alright. Holding a lot of tension in your shoulders, dog. You stay there. You do need a massage, mate. There you go, mate. You can have a little massage. There you go. He's a good puppy. Happy now? Is that enough attention? You miss me that much, eh? I'm right here. You know that, right? Yeah, this is Miss Heidi. You want to give a kiss? Kiss. Can we do a shake from here? No, you're too like down, right? Look, everybody loves the dog. Hey, we've got another dog here, but he's usually sleeping. You see him sometimes, but he's getting old now, so he's usually just chilling. Where you going? What am I, chopped liver? You gonna come here? Hey, stop licking my beard, you weirdo. Can you come here to the window? To the window, to the wall. Out, dish. Hey, here. Hey. Oh, okay, she's had enough attention apparently. That's the dog is. Corn, yeah, used to listen to a bit of Working Out Great for You since '99. Fair enough. As always, citing my own experience, so I don't know. Maybe that is a bad take. Maybe it serves some other people better. I was just looking into some studies on it, and they found people who listen to the electronic music were generally doing better. I'm just saying. Kindness off grid. Oh, where's kindness off grid? I'm missing chats, guys. Sorry, Amelia. What about? What happened? What did I miss? What have I missed? I'm in a truck. I'm in a caravan, mate. In a caravan. Usually don't go into the ship today. I've spent far too long. I don't even do much more than wonder why my lungs keep filling with air. Just wish they wouldn't. No, that's no good, mate. You get days like that, kindness. Just remember, it's take it easy for a bit. You push yourself into that too far, right? So let's try let yourself shut down a bit, let yourself feel it, but try to do something you enjoy, mate. Put on a familiar movie, like a movie you really enjoy, and watch that or something. Have a snack, have a cup of tea. Just get the fire on. Just enjoy the fire, mate. You're out there, kind of soft gritty. You got a little fireplace or something, mate. You got a little wood fire. But yeah. But it's you are a human being, right? You got to remember that, guys. You're a human being. You are going to feel things. If you never felt sad or anything, right? What would you compare things to, right? We all have our off days. What was the scariest movie I ever saw? Can't think of anything that really scared me. I just never like movies with like the jump scare stuff. The building up music and then suddenly something jumps in front of you. I'd never liked the jump scare stuff. I couldn't give you a title. Yeah, kindness. Yeah, just try and it's just your body warning you. You need to just have a little bit of a moment. You look poor. Thank you, mate. I've tried really hard to look poor. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Do I watch anime? No, I don't watch any. Don't watch any anime. This is the fourth one. Heidi, what are you doing, dog? Come here. Come to the window. Hey, no, you're not going out there. You've just been out there. Hey, dog. Original 80s poltergeist movie scared you good as a kid? Yeah, I'm trying to think of a movie that scared me. I just don't like the jump scare stuff. That's all. Yeah, I've just never been into the horror movies and stuff. Haven't really been to the horrors and thrillers. I like an action comedy, right, or a comedy. Where's my Porsche? Oh, you don't have one. Hey, do and see, you probably don't have one either, mate. And if you do, have you heard the joke about? I'll tell you a joke. Tell you a little joke there, right, Mr. Porsche man. What is the difference between a Porsche and a porcupine? A porcupine has its pricks on the outside. Yeah, that's how porcupines work. Who's really rich, man? Would you? I'm not saying for a moment I believe you actually have a Porsche, but who's the wealthier man? The man with the Porsche coming into the chat who has to be like, you look poor and I have a Porsche? Or is it the person who's sitting here just like, okay, cool, man. We're here doing self-improvement chat, trying to help people with mental health and stuff, mate. And just hang out. I'm feeling pretty rich here, man. I've got a great little community I've started. I just got monetized on YouTube. We got like over 40 members in 3 days. So a lot of people, they've got the supporter membership because they like what I do for other people and that. So sure, I could do that. Ivana, we could do that. Sure. Why not? You make with the money, and then we'll look into it. All right, we'll make it work. It's down there. These people, man. Yay, thank you. Hey, like I said, money first. And there's a sock right there for you, mate. I'm joking. I'm not selling my socks on the internet. I don't sell anything on here. Just watched 3 episodes of the One Piece anime. You will like it for sure. Oh, I would most likely like it, bro. I just don't have time for it. Bro. I've got so much I need to achieve in my life. I've got so many things to do. Yeah, I just don't really have time for it. I'm not improving my mental health. I still look poor. If you say so, man. You know, you've just tuned into my channel randomly. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me beyond I'm in a caravan. You haven't asked any questions. You're just making accusations. So again, who of us is richer? Because maybe some critical thinking would go a long way with you. Maybe asking questions instead of jumping to conclusions. Digging for facts is always better than jumping to conclusions. Then you don't look silly. No, honey, bed. Go lie down now. Go on. Oh no. You had enough attention. Stay there. I'm busy. Otherwise, just throw out this milk bottle so the missus doesn't have to do it. Be a good husband. There we go. What's interesting about me? Oh, a lot of things. Oh, I have to take sticky on that one. Being itchy's no fun. You get itchy on. So you even say the word itchy. I get itchy now. I have to take sticky on that one. Bit like Winnie the Pooh. This tub of honey. Honey. Yeah. Yeah, they're not. They're not real. They don't actually have money. They're Amelia. They're just trolls. They're just trolls. All right, kindness off grid. Well, you're always welcome, mate. You can always linger in the background, and just hang out, and you don't have to join in the chat. Like I have days like there's a lot of when I'm off stream and I hang out on some friends' channels, I don't say anything. I might be there an hour or two, and I'll say hi or something, but then I'm just in the background. I'm in no state to type anymore. I just want to hang out and just vibe, right? What's my goal in life? To serve people, man. To help people. To inspire others. To give people hope. That's my goal. Why don't you answer my questions? Well, I did answer one question off you, Mr. Sin. I did answer you. You said, would you rather be itchy or sticky for the rest of your life? I said sticky because you mentioned icky. You mentioned itchy. Immediately makes me want to itch my head. So I said I'd be sticky like Winnie the Pooh. Just call me Winnie the Pooh, hand me a tub of honey. That's what I just said. I just answered you, mate. I look crazy enough for what? What do I look crazy enough for? Okay, sure. Anyway. Both, mate. One then the other. Kind of have to keep balancing them out. Helps me tolerate all the dumb stuff I get in here, pretty much. Yeah, I don't think I'd be so passive on here and so friendly with these trolls if I didn't have some coping mechanisms. I'm trying to reduce them day by day. Where do I live? I'm in New Zealand, mate. I'm in New Zealand. You need to fix your life first before wanting to improve the life of others. Again, you haven't asked enough questions to make that kind of comment, my friend. I'm improving my life on here every day. That is why I started the channel, to bring everybody on the journey, right? There's no value in me starting a channel in 10 years and being like, guys, I can help you achieve your dreams and look what I've got and you can have it. I'm bringing people on the journey so that people around where my level are, right, can jump on board and we can all work together at whatever we're aiming at. It's not about cars. It's not about any of that. It's about building an environment where we're all trying to help each other. That's what this channel's about, right? So we'll run through it real quick. I'll show you. So hang on. So 3 years ago, I was an alcoholic, right? I stopped drinking. I changed my diet. I dropped 40 pounds. I started working out. I turned this empty space here. I learned how to drive a digger. Built all of that. I've also built most of a cabin. We've just bought another shed that we're going to add to the property. That's going to be the second cabin here. And the first cabin, we're going to set up the inside of it as it's like a YouTube streaming studio, right? And gym, so I'm building that. I built the structure, but we haven't painted it all yet. You'll see when I do my workouts, it's not finished as yet. But this is what it's about, man. It's like the Truman Show, right? The movie The Truman Show. You follow me through my life, man. And I'm going to stream on here for the next rest of my life, right? Every day, most days, right? I'll stream on here for the rest of my life, and people can follow the journey, and there's a full record of it. So I can be 10 years from now, and people will be like, man, I can never be like you. And these people can come along and watch these streams. And I'm not just saying, oh man, I was in a caravan and struggling with my mental health. They can sit here and watch the stream. They can watch this 3-hour conversation. They can see what I was talking about. Every step of the way, it's all there, right? So it's about from where I've come from and then to where I'm going. So it can give people some hope. That's the plan. Congrats on coming this far. Appreciate it, Amelia. Appreciate it, mate. We'll get there. It's going to take years to build this channel, guys. You guys are early, and we're 6 months into this channel. This is going to take the next 5 years to build this up. It's day by day, man. Every sub, every like helps. Every membership helps me buy equipment. We'll get there. We'll get there, man. Just have to believe. We just have to believe, team. We just have to believe. And it's not I'm going to get there. It's we're all gonna improve our lives along the way. Where are we all going to be in 5 years? If you guys are coming in here in 5 years, where are you? What do you guys want to be coming in here telling me in 5 years that, hey man, we've been hanging out. What do you achieve in the next 5 years? What do you really want to aim at? That's the question, right? It's a question to ask ourselves. Yeah, where's Mandy's art going to be at in 5 years? That's something I think about. Where's Mandy's progression going to be? In another 10 years on this channel, and I've finished up this place. I've done all the landscaping. I've built all the cars. I'm uploading travel videos in the truck within the next year. We're traveling New Zealand in the truck. Once I fix the truck, right? As soon as the truck's fixed, we're going to go travel New Zealand and do long form videos and go camping and show you all New Zealand. That the hard work I'm doing here now actually results in something, right? And that's why I stream all the work I do. Right, like not all of it, right? If I'm working in the garage for 8 hours a day, I'll stream 2 or 3 hours of it, but a lot of it I like to work alone, get some music on and stuff. And with ADHD, is it normal to always have energy? I always feel like I'm overthinking, talkative, and have sleep problems. Yeah, KS, you definitely can burn it out, but it requires focusing it down. You want to keep yourself in the calmer state. The main thing for that for me has been diet. If I try and cut down carbs and sugar a lot, like when I don't have energy drinks, when I don't have Coca-Cola and stuff, I'm way more chill. I can just flow, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna flow. I'm just gonna flow along, Celtic. I'm just gonna do my thing, man. It's always me versus me. Like this is the thing. It's like I'm always reminding myself, I'm not competing with any of these other channels. I got rid of a moderator this morning because they were messaging me stuff on Instagram about all these dramas with other channels, and I'm just like, dude, like I can't do all of this. Like I came on here to help people with depression and stuff. I came on here to give people hope. I didn't come on here to argue with fitness streamers and shit. Like I don't. It's not what it's about to me. I don't believe what happened on the previous stream. She made $200 in donations in a minute. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. What were they doing? I mean, I think it's definitely very easy to make money on YouTube Live if you make brain rot, right? If you put on a persona, if you put on an act, like there's a million things I could do on here that I could just take people's money, but I'm just not interested in it. I'm interested in building a community and helping people, right? That's all it is. Like I was depressed out of my mind, tried to end my life. I don't want people to feel like that. That's all there is to the channel. Just playing music. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. I mean, it is an entertainment platform. So when people come on YouTube, for the most part, people are not seeking help with their problems, right? They're seeking to numb themselves. It's like going out drinking. Going in the lives and stuff is more to entertain themselves. It's just like a scroll. It's fun. Right? It's like watching the Soccer World Cup that everyone wants to talk about. That's the interest of most people, right? If you don't want to be like most people, it takes very little effort to actually succeed in life and achieve more than most people, because most people are just existing. They're following the winds, right? Right, as Claire mentions wind. Hi Venom, hope you didn't we? And we're still got the wind now. Yeah, I'm up north a lot further than that, but yeah, it's still a bit windy. Been bad rain. I've taken a chill day today. I wasn't down in the shed today. Just making sure I'm not burning myself out. Start to feel that bit of a rise of like, yeah, I need to just slow down for a day, or I'm gonna get myself in a state where I won't function tomorrow. So as long as I do that, I've chilled today, everything will be good. So some people do get that, Dawson. Some people get that with energy drinks and coffee. Yeah, yeah. I do have ADHD, but yeah, it's a different effect on different people, man. A lot of different ways of it. Maybe stream me detail and work on it. Yeah, you could do that, Amelia. You could do it. I think you have to be. I don't know. I'm not able to ask how old you are or anything, Amelia, on YouTube, so don't mention it. But yeah, I don't know. You said you were gonna sort of do it up and whatever. You do. I think you have to be 15 or 16 to live stream. Just so you're aware. Just look that up. Just check what it is for you. Now you can do it when you're younger. I think if a parent is on stream the whole time with you or something. But yeah, I mean, just do some long form videos, Amelia. Just set up the tripod and just film you detailing the car and make a video on how to detail a truck or something. Yeah, just upload it to your channel. It'll give you editing experience and stuff, right? It'll, Oh, yeah, I mean, the energy drinks, what you're going to get is you're going to get a huge dopamine and sugar spike. What you're going to get from those energy drinks that's going to make you tired is you're getting a massive sugar spike and then you're crashing out, right? And your dopamine. Everything's going to the roof, and what goes up must come down. So you've got baseline dopamine. So when you go for a doom scroll, you wake up in the morning, you go for a doom scroll, you get all this dopamine and everything climbs up, but your baseline dopamine is here, right? Baseline's here. So you're going to climb up, climb up, climb up. And 3 hours later, 2 hours later, you're going to crash down. You're not going to crash down to baseline. You're going to go, as much as you went up, you're going to go down below baseline. You're going to feel like shit and unmotivated. Then you've got to come back up to baseline. And it's these spikes of dopamine that get us, right? So whatever you amp up, whatever you feed in of like excitement and whatever and amping up, like I'll go do a motorbike track day, and for the whole day my dopamine, adrenaline, everything's up here. Well, what goes up must come down, and like the next 2 days I'll be depressed as hell. I can have an amazing day at the track, but I'll be depressed and unmotivated to do anything because my baseline is here, and we're up here and then down, right? You're trying to regulate it. You're trying to, with ADHD, you need stimulant, right? So you need like 3 times the dopamine of a normal person to get your day started, which is why we gravitate towards coffee and nicotine and all these things, right? It's just sort of like I have to load myself up for the day, but it's all about maintaining that baseline. Trailer Park Boys, Leahy did this, right? He had a little breathalyzer on him, and he had to keep that perfect little zone. Oh, time for a little drinky poo, as he'd say, right? Same thing with ADHD and dopamine. You got to keep that balance, and that's the only thing you actually have to regulate. Everything else will regulate itself. If you can regulate your mind and keep yourself in this state where you can actually be calm and think and function and understand when you're getting too wound up and be able to step back and really just start to control that and where your dopamine's coming from, that's why I do the workouts in the morning, right? It's good, clean dopamine. Rather than, like, if you scroll on a phone, you're changing context. Every time you swipe, you're changing your brain, seeing a totally different thing. Then after that, you can't focus. You've been drenched with dopamine, and you've got no ability to focus for the day. So that's why I always say, stay off your phone the first hour of the day. The homelessness rates have increased to the point where there's over 1 million homeless now. 8 years ago, headcount shelter nationwide was 200 to 300k in America. So there's 700k homeless people increase in less than 10 years, the largest increase in the homeless population of women over 50. Put an old lady in your home. No. This is why you have to build your own life, guys, because nobody's coming to save you. You can't expect the world's going to come and save you. It's not how it works. By 2030, BlackRock will own 60% of all US family homes. So you ain't buying a house, right? So you don't need to be worried about the old lady who needs a home right now. You need to be worried about your own future. You need to be worried about what are you building for your own old lady. What are you building for your own family, friends, the people you love. That's what matters, right? That's what's actually important in life, right? Is the people you care about, right? But we're sitting there looking at soccer and what Donald Trump said and what everybody else is doing, and we treat our families like shit. Yep. Yep, I've seen that a lot. Seen that, from over here in New Zealand, see that with the veteran situation in America. They go fight for the country, they come back injured, and then they get, yeah. The world will chew you up and spit you out if you let it. This is, again, why you have to take control of your own life. I don't know how many different ways to put it. It's every situation comes back to don't expect that the world's going to save you. Don't expect the governments are going to change things. Don't expect the world is suddenly going to become better. The world is going to not get better. The world is going to get worse. The world is going to get harder. The food's going to get more expensive. The fuel price is going to keep going up. The energy prices are going to keep going up. The laws are going to get stricter. This is what has always happened across time. Look back for decades. What's been happening the entire time? So the only way out of that is to take that time and instead of worrying about it and staring at it and going, this is unacceptable, understand that it's happening. It's going to happen. There's not going to be some giant revolution and standing there with your fingers crossed like, oh yeah, it's all going to be all right. Well, someday we're going to... No, you have to take it upon yourself or you're fucked. I don't know. I can't be any more direct, can I? What am I meant to say to get it? There's so many different ways I can explain this stuff, but the reality is, it's like you have to wake up. There is nothing truer than nobody's coming to do it for you. Nobody's coming to save you. Life is self-assignment, right? Heidi, bed. You go lie down. That's enough for me. Thank you. I had a coffee this time, guys. I had a soup just before. Hey, Jenny, how are you, mate? Just trying to run through that. I don't know how to hammer through to people that nobody's coming to help you, but you can help yourself. That doesn't mean all hope is lost. It means it's actually life is so much easier when you rely on you. When you can trust you. You know, people want to be more confident, right? How do I believe in myself? How do I be consistent? How do I get more confident? How do I get girls? Work on yourself. Build your own thing. It doesn't mean you have to build a business or something. It doesn't mean that. It means just take control of the direction of your life as best you can. How big are the spiders in Australia? Massive. Massive. I live in New Zealand, Libby. So yeah, they're not as big here, but Susie did see one about, I won't hold my hands up or it'll be out of scale. It was about that big running across the driveway with its legs. So the body was about that big on it. The legs about out to about there, ran across the driveway the other day. Big huntsman. But in Australia, they're more like the size of a dinner plate, you know. There's some in Auckland like that. But yeah, huntsman spiders are harmless. Wait, New Zealand is a real place? Yes, it is. It is. I admit it. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't live on Earth at all. Maybe I'm a hologram. I don't think so, though. I'm just going to put you over here because the jug's boiling. It's too noisy. Hello? Yeah, she is. She's adorable. She's adorable. I'm just going to give us a bit more brightness here, guys. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. Hey, dog. Hello. How are you? You're very sweet. Thank you. I needed cleaning. Thank you, dog. Yeah, for our members, we have added... Celtic, I added new emojis, if you want to use them. There are Heidi and Z emojis added to the membership. That was today's little thing I made for the channel. Yesterday I did a jar of pickles because that's what people wanted. Oh, puppy. Yeah, she's waiting for her mum to come home. So what is it? It's about. It's like it's about an hour and a half away, dog. You gotta be quick. Nuggies. Yeah, I know. Life's rough. I know. Life is rough, dog? So I guess. Thank you. Okay, no, not too intimate. Not too intimate. Just on my hand was all right. Just on my hand was all right, dog. Right. Anyone can open the soup within if they have the courage to open the weird little tab thingy. The soup within. Soup within. What weird little tab thingy? Is this little weird tab thingy? Or do you mean the notch? Do you mean the notch? I don't think they have a notch on these ones. There appears to be no notch to tear that open. Yeah, the soup of life. Yeah, and winter here. Susie just got these today, so she went and did the grocery. She got Thai red curry, and she got some chicken noodle. Good old chicken noodle soup for winter. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside. It's not too bad, but I don't really fancy being out there. It's not bikini weather. They used to, and fun fact number 2, did you know you still can? I mean, you could. I wouldn't really advise it, bro. It's not generally a good idea to do such things. You can burn out your dopamine system, right? Once you burn out your dopamine system, then you can never have that again. You can without those things, you can't just naturally get it, So you don't really want to be doing that to yourself, in my opinion. What was I doing? I was trying to make a coffee. Oh, she's topped up the coffee box again. She's crammed about 2 boxes into one meal. Look at that. I'm stocked up on coffees, chat. We're stocked up. That woman, she truly loves me to bits, that I mentioned soup on stream the other day, and we're talking about she goes grocery shopping, and I was talking about making some big soups. We can't do that right now. We got to get a slow cooker and stuff. But she gets me at least. Well, here you go, love. And I look up in the cupboard, and I've got that. We got gherkins as well. She bought gherkins apparently. Olives. There were gherkins here somewhere. There we go. Gherkins. There you go. Is that the same as is a gherkin the same as a pickle? No. But we got those. We got some sausages and stuff. How do those people sleep in the night with those huge spiders? Oh, I don't know, Libby. I guess you get used to it. But yeah, we don't have any of that. We don't have any. There's no snakes in New Zealand, right? There's no lethal spiders. There's no snakes. There's no koalas. There's no kangaroos. There's no crocodiles. There's no alligators. There's no mountain lions. There's nothing that can eat you in a forest or anything, right? Or bite you and you're in trouble, right? There's nothing like that in New Zealand. This is like Australia is this is why I do not live in Australia, right? There's all the things you've heard about Australia being dangerous are not true of New Zealand. There's no bears. There's no mountain lions. There's no tigers. There's no alligators. There's no crocodiles. There's none of it. It's some islands in the ocean. It's great. So you can actually go. You could go out into the bush in the middle of nowhere and set up a tent, and something isn't going to come and eat you. It's quite comforting. No dingo's going to steal you, baby. G'day, Loud Thunder. How are you, mate? Just making a coffee. If anybody would like to join us, we're going to have a coffee. I suppose I better put some hot chocolate in that, eh? Oh, no. Do I make it a mocha? No, we'll have a hot chocolate a bit later on, guys. There are lots of fish. It's true. It's true. Lots of fish. Yeah, I don't have to go far to go fishing. Don't have to go far to go fishing. just gonna clean off that teaspoon there. Bit of noodle soup on there still, puppy. You know that. So how was everybody's day? If you're popping in and you just join us, you know the regulars know the score, right? Pull up a chair. If you're new here, just chill out for 5 minutes. You'll get the flow of what we do. Peak ASMR right there. You know that? There we go. Oh, don't you worry about that, Austin. She's quite happy to finish the job, mate. You worry about yourself on that one. She's not worried, mate. Hey, come here. Getting smart. Hey, guard. Who's that? Who's that? Who's this? Shut up here. Who's that? Get him. Get him. Okay, go lie down now. Hey, but very good. Now she's gone back to watching the gate, which is up there. She's watching the gate, which is why I see. She's staring out the window. G'day, SF. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, Deadwood seen you here to stay now. That's fantastic, bro. Good to see you. How's your day going? Do I like rugby? Oh, I played a bit with mates as a kid, but yeah, not as an adult. As an adult, I'm more focused on self-improvement and stuff. Long time no see. Cuzio, hello. How are you? What's good, sir? Oh, we got monetized about 3 days ago, bro. So I've kind of just been like up here mentally all week, man. Yeah, 6 months of hard work to build the channel. So on it, like, I don't want to keep harping on about it, but it's a big milestone for me to do YouTube and actually have that happen. So, yeah, that's my highlight of my week. And we've got like 41 members so far, so just got some support from everybody to help keep building the channel, right? So, yeah, I'm excited. How's your week been, bro? SF, love it. Yeah, as I like to say SF, that's good. I think that's a good little thing there. 2:55 AM, just got my 13-year-old son to bed. Long day, beyond ready to shut down, relax. Hope to start exercising one day. I mean, do what you can, man. Like, again, exercising, it doesn't have to be like hundreds of push-ups or something, right? Like, honestly, like if you can do 5 squats. Like, that's how I started out with the push-ups and stuff. You know, I was always lazy with it. And I made stupid rules like, oh, if I go through this doorway, I do 2 push-ups. Like, you can put a pull-up bar on a doorway, and every time you cross into that doorway, you do a pull-up and stuff. You know, I think the best start to fitness for people is just go for a walk. It gets you out in nature in the morning. Just go for like a 5-10 minute walk. Often I'll do that before I'm on the stream. I'll just go up the road, sometimes with the dog, sometimes without. Like, they've got a big yard over there to play in as well. But, you know, it just depends on what's going on. But, like, I had a foggy morning a couple of days ago, and I just went for a walk at sunrise with the dogs. And, you know, by the time I came back, 15 minutes later, I was just on a real good vibe for the day and came on here and did a workout and stuff. And the day just kind of flows, right? It's all about directing it and controlling it. Oh, new member, SF. Thank you, bro. That's fantastic. That's great support. You just joined the channel here, so thank you for joining me. His hair has gone back. Yeah, wait. I might trim the sides of the hair soon. I might shorten it up. I nearly shortened up the beard a little today. What do we reckon, chat? What do we reckon? Saying so, I never wanted my family to be worried about me doing that. Why should they have to carry the weight of my problems? I thought I could get them out that way. I was in a horrible mindset. Don't beat yourself up, Amelia. Like, you know, things change, right? Things come and go. You get what I mean? Like, we've like, everybody I know, bro, has messed up so many times. I've never known anyone in my life that didn't make mistakes at everything they ever tried to do. I think that's what they don't teach people to get them ready for the real world. It's like young people, I think, have an expectation that, you know, the world is leaning on them and expects them to be a lot of things, and they've got all this pressure on them, and you really don't. You don't have to like go to university. You don't have to become a doctor or a lawyer, or you've like disgraced the family. I mean, in some cultures it's like that, but I think it's very it's a lot of pressure to put on people, you know, that are trying to figure out, like, you know, you get brought into existence, you go through school, you get thrown out into the world, and it's like, hey, and now get a job and a career. And it's only when you get like into your 30s that you actually start to figure out who the F you are, you know, through all your lived experiences, right? I think that's when for most people, it's around 33, 32, 33, 34. You know, there's a lot of people you'll see like on, you know, you'll see exceptions of guys that are like, you know, they're 21 years old driving a Lamborghini and they're stock trading and this and that, but the money kind of ended up coming to them so easy, and maybe they got a lucky break or something. You know, they end up suffering later. They end up, you know, they've got all the money to buy drugs they shouldn't be having and stuff like that, right? So then they've got a bigger problem. You know, you know, you don't have to be at the bottom of the food chain to have, you know, be depressed and feel alone, right? It affects everybody equally, and I think the world now runs so much on it's like a high school popularity contest. It's who's got the material thing. And I just don't think it's serving people, you know. Speaking of which, but hey, as always, I'm just spitballing. I just comment on what I've seen. I think I think it's a lot easier to improve your life than people think once you start to walk the path. Once you start, when you're actively trying to improve it, and you're taking in, you know, you are what you eat, you are what you watch on the internet. So if you're looking into self improvement and you're taking in self improvement content instead of watching anime or video gaming, well, you're going to improve. You're going to get benefits from it. You're going to take better actions. You're going to learn something. You know. Like, I buried myself in Jordan Peterson and stuff, and a whole heap of Chris Williamson podcasts, all sorts, for like 3 years straight. 3, 4 years straight of just hammering it into me to change me from like 5 years ago I couldn't have done this at all. 5 years ago I would have just been sitting in my room and playing video games. Oh, probably a bit longer than that now. Probably about 7 years ago I stopped the heavy video gaming, and then did a lot of stuff, a lot of track days and that. Life went to crap with alcohol and that, and then I was here with an Xbox again for a while, and just gave up for a while. I sort of got the garage up, it got to a point, and then I was just stressed out and shit, and I just wanted to give up. There was I really wanted to build cars and stuff, but I just constantly like play the Xbox. I could not stop myself playing that thing, I tell you. Like my Xbox, I used to unplug it. At the end of the day, I'd unplug it, I'd put it away in a cupboard, and I'd be like, in the morning, and I'd write it all down. In the morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to work in the garage for 4 hours minimum. Then I can do like 2 hours on the Xbox. And I wake up in a bad mood and shit, wouldn't control myself, and I just go, oh, I'll play Xbox and I'll do a race or two. It'll make me feel better, right? And just got stuck in that loop. And it was the same with the alcohol. It was just a never-ending cycle, and something had to break the chain, right? So I gave up the alcohol, and I put an axe through the Xbox, because I knew if I listed it up for sale, I'd end up not selling it or something, or oh, I'll give it away to somebody else tomorrow or something. No, I just took that Xbox and put an axe through it, and went, right, problem solved. I was that pissed off with myself. That's the kind of like angry with myself I would get, right, when I let myself down. Like playing this Xbox is destroying my life, right? And I'm just like, I found online gaming very toxic. People were just ramming off track. It was just making me angry, right? So in the end, I just put an axe through it and went, I'm going to get to work. John Wick 5. There's a new John Wick. Is there? Is that on Netflix or something yet? I know. I thought there was only four of them. What one's that one about? Maybe I thought I'd seen the fifth one. I don't know. The last one I saw, they were rebuilding the hotel after blowing it up. I remember that. Off. Yep. All right. Good night, Amelia. Thank you for coming by, mate. Good to see you as always. A good chat. Amelia has graced us with a Chuck Norris joke at the end. Chuck Norris once ran a marathon backwards just to see what second place felt like. They're getting worse. They're getting worse, which means they're getting better, right? Almost 40 likes, guys. Can we get it there? Can we get 40 likes? What do you reckon? You're right. Any questions? Anything to discuss? What are we going to talk about? Who's got a topic? Bring your nose in, dog. Look out. Hey. Oh, what are you doing, dog? Can I help you? You have a hard life, don't you, dog? You just get to lay around all day and eat, eh? Not a care in the world. Life's rough, eh? Suppose I need to start making some dinner for Susie soon. I'll probably end up making sausages again. What do we got? What do we got in the fridge? We got steak, sausages, we got olives, we got gherkins. Is a gherkin the same as a pickle? I don't know if they are. But that's what Susie bought those today. Apparently she likes eating them whole or something. I don't know. I don't recall having one. I suppose I've had gherkin in like McDonald's burgers in the past in my life or something. I used to pick out the slices of it though because I didn't really like it. We have gherkins apparently. Here we go. Yeah, gherkins. There's per request of the channel. I don't know. We might wait till Susie gets home. I think it'll be steak tonight. We got some steak there. Some ribeye. We got some cheese. We'll get out. We got a thing of cheese there, little cheese wheel. So I'll get that out. So that'll be room temperature by the time she gets home from work. No, not doing it. I'm going to have some olives, so I'm going to have an olive. I'm going to cook Susie some eggs. It's pretty much how it goes when she works late, mate. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll wait till she's, it only takes a couple of minutes to do a steak, so just going to enjoy some olives. So, Fabian, how do I watch the new John Wick 5? Is it on Netflix or something? Is it new or is it the one I've already seen? The last John Wick I saw, they like decommissioned the hotel and they were going to build a new one or something. Happy wife, happy life. That's it, mate. Trying not to drop my olives though. I'll try and make those last. I do have a thing for olives, guys. I know I'm weird. I've told it my whole life. It's alright. I'm okay with it, you know. I've made peace with it. Wish I knew if Susie was in here, because we could could we do with more milk? We kind of could. We could do with more milk. What's not true? Oh, I still have a coffee here too. It's not true. Is there no John Wick 5? Are you going to make me bust out a second phone, Fabian? Or are you saying something else isn't true? Hotel Continental, the series, you've seen that, brother? No. Everyone should be having a happy life. That's a good opinion, Ink. How have you been, mate? Sorry, I'm just going to... John Wick 5. Lionsgate officially confirmed John Wick 5 is in development. Release timeline. A release date is expected closer to 2028 or 2029. You must be thinking of the wrong movie, mate, because John Wick 5 doesn't come out until 2028. Are you a time traveller? What do you know? Heidi, can you stop? Hey, stop licking, weirdo. Oh, mate. Not bad, not bad. All right, that's good. Not bad is always good. Things don't have to be good to be good. They can be not bad to be good, you know? So I don't know how you're watching John Wick 5, mate, because it doesn't exist yet. Happy wife, happy life. That's it, mate. Yeah, we're just hanging around, guys. We're just hanging around. I think I do like talking a bit slower on here. I do like the pauses. They say it's bad for YouTube. You're meant to just be like talking the whole time. It's not really how conversations go, you know. Who wants to listen to me just yap for 3 hours straight? Gotta pause, gotta breathe. Live, laugh, love. Read the opening credits. Alright. Like to borrow the time machine? What are you wanting to borrow the time machine for, Jenny? What's your intention? If he has a time machine and we're going to schedule it out, you're going to have to state your intentions with the time machine. We'll try and make this fun and playful, guys. We'll try and make this, there you go. I'll see what that gets us. Oh, I'm getting a bit hot in my hoodie here, guys. I'm just going to... Gonna ditch the hoodie. That coffee warmed me up good. If you guys haven't seen this close up, me and Susie both have one cut from the same stone, so it's Pronama jade stone. Okay. Carving tool, technically. Yeah, Fabian, it's a bit like Napster back in the day, you know, downloading Linkin Park, the Nookie.exe. You know, it's probably not what you think it is. World peace and winning lotto numbers. Have I had heaps of rain? Yeah, man, it's been pouring down. Absolutely pouring down. The back of my truck's still open from bringing all that timber home that I haven't got down yet, so that kind of sucks. But it didn't go on it too far. It'll dry out. She's all good. Everything is all good. It's just, yeah, not ideal weather at the moment, that's for sure. Yeah, man, it's absolutely poured down. Wow. Thank you for catching that one there. Celtic. Can we get more than 40 likes, guys? What do you reckon? You reckon you can help me out there? That would be appreciated. I've got 39 likes on my end. Good for the tanks. All right, check out 5 minutes and get back to you. All right, Fabian. I don't know how it's John Wick 5, mate. It says it doesn't come out for a couple of years. So maybe you mean 4. I don't know. You must know something I don't know. You see 40? Yeah, it's always one higher on the on your end for some reason. I don't know why. YouTube is weird, man. I've had to learn so much about YouTube with the analytics and stuff and how it reads data and how it gets stuff wrong. And like, I did a stream this morning and it said I got 13 views for the whole stream, but that's just not reality, right? And usually it gives accurate numbers, but for like the last day, it's like one stream it told me I got 126 viewers, but then when I check it in YouTube Studio on the desktop page, that got 900 views. So it's like, yeah, YouTube's been real glitchy the last couple of days. A lot of people weren't able to go live. I think yesterday morning, a lot of people couldn't get live. It just wouldn't let them. Still here, buddy, but I won't be able to hear you. Thanks, Fabian. Apparently, Fabian has John Wick 5 to watch, but I'm confused because it says it doesn't come out for 2 years. So I don't know what's happening. We go back and take more risks. Why is that, Jenny? What do you think stopped you taking more risks, Jenny? Opinions of others, or something else, like self-doubt, or what do you think was what do you think would be the main thing that would have had to change at that time, or is it just hindsight's 2020? Hmm. You take back all the hateful words you said to people. That's a good thing. That shows that you've changed, right? That shows that you've grown and you understand now, right? So like I think understanding that alone, I think that should give you some solace with it, right? You don't need the time machine to actually make that happen. You can understand that that's what you want, wish you could do, right? And you can live from here forward. You've learned that now, and now you can move forward living that way. You know, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way. I knew what you're doing. Take back all the words that I've heard you say. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Classic Hits 97.4. Love songs till midnight, driving you home. Now I've had the time of my life, and I've never felt this way before. And I swear. Anyway, shit, that just got me a sub. Don't expect me to keep that up too often. I apologise to anybody who's just come into me doing that. It happens. I reach that point with the ADHD. We reach these moments. You have a bit of a laugh, man. Consequences of the failure, okay? Worried about, failing here. Yeah, I've learned that. I've learned a lot about that, Jenny. Of it's better to try and just lean into something and just give it a crack. It's like me sitting there. It's like just not caring what other people think. Right? I think it makes a big difference. Just leaning into it. Win lose, it doesn't matter, right? Is that what you're saying, Jenny? If you could turn back the time on it and change things, would it be just you wouldn't live in fear, and if you fail, whatever, right? You just go through the. This is fucking cool. All right. Stroke that beard. Yeah. I'm hoping if I stroke my beard enough, it'll grow. It makes me look very wisdomous. You see. You see that? Makes me look like I'm real smart. There's a lot going on in my mind if I stroke my beard. Makes me look like I'm pondering. See that? You see how I'm thinking deeply? Now I'm thinking real deep. You see a little bit of smoke come out my ears. My friend's Pappy. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a real story, but I'm going to tell it in this accent, all right? My friend's Pappy, he said he always joked about it. My friend's Pappy, he said he had a firm belief everything runs on smoke. Don't matter if it's electronics, car, or anything. Once the smoke comes out, it don't work no more. So everything must run on smoke. I mean, he probably ain't wrong. Think deep, go deep. Yeah. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and visit Nostradamus and ask him to teach me to read the future. But you have a time machine, so you could go into the future and see the future, and then you could come back. So you can't. Your time machine doesn't just go backwards; you can go forwards too. It's a multi-directional thing. You see. We'll allow that line of conversation. If you go into the future, what would you do if you could go into the future? It's interesting. Everybody takes it that way, isn't it? As everyone looks at the past, everyone goes, "Oh, I'd change this in the past." What if you could see into the future and figure out a way you could? Late at night in Santa Barbara, and you're watching my live. Oh, I appreciate you being here, Genevieve. How's things going? How late at night is it in Santa Barbara? Haven't been to Santa Barbara in a while. I've heard of Santa Barbara, but I can't think for the life of me where it is. Is that California? California? Santa Barbara, California? IA? California IA. That's the place, isn't it? I'm trying to remember where Santa Barbara is. I might be wrong saying California. Yes, it is California. Look at that. Look at that. The random guy in New Zealand knows where that Santa Barbara is in California. I'm quite proud of that. My global knowledge is quite good for some random guy in New Zealand. Look at that. I'm doing good. I must be. I sang the. Susie was just heading off for work today, and the old McDonald's Make It Click ad popped in my head. But I would sing it, and I sang it perfectly to Susie. Out of nowhere, I sang word for word perfectly the old Make It Click seatbelt ad from the McDonald's TV ads. But I think only people from New Zealand would know it. So I think I'll hold on to that one. Watch Toy Story 5. Yeah, well, I know there's a Toy Story 5 out. I think they just put that on Disney or something. Hey, what are you doing? You're trimming your nails. All right. So this is what happens when you have a German Shepherd. They trim their own nails. See? She's trimming her nails. I don't know if you can hear it. But that's what she does. She just sits there and trims away at them every day. It's part of her beauty routine. What other new Tom Hardy movie? You're gonna have to fill me in here, Fabian, on the names of these movies and what's happening, mate, because I'm very out of the loop. I just kind of watch stuff as it appears sometimes. I really enjoyed rewatching Wall-E the other day. The next movie I really want to watch is Into the Wild. I haven't seen it in a long time. I've been meaning to watch it for about a year. So you're about to switch over to Amazon and watch that. All right there, dog. Happy puppy. Most people in Santa Barbara have money, do they? Okay. No one puts baby in the corner. Okay. If I could go into the future, I'd like to see how it ends. What ends? Your life, mankind, the robot takeover. What do you reckon? You reckon the robots are going to take over? When will the robots take your job, Heidi? When can I get a robot dog that doesn't lick all the time? What do you reckon? Are you tired of my crap today? Have I annoyed you now? Did I get too in your personal space? Alright, I'll leave you to it, dog. You have fun. Weird creature, man. It's really weird having a dog like this around you all the time. This thing's not right in the head, you know that? Stop the inventions of Vegemite and Marmite. I'd agree with you, man. I don't like either of them. I will completely back. If you make a petition for that, I will sign it. That is a good point. Not about it, mate. So what are we going to talk about now then? How much am I meant to take the piss on here and sing and stuff? Because you know me, my regulars know I just start singing. Does this? It seems every time I sing, somebody who's lurking is like, I just subscribed, and I'm like, man, like, we tried to self-improvement, but then I get unhinged on here. Apparently that makes me entertaining. But then I feel like they sub, and then they all just like leave the chat when I go back to like normal conversation. So, you know. Bovril? Bovril's like a hot, it's not quite a hot chocolate, is it? I've heard of it. Why have I heard of Bovril? I know it's some kind of hot drink, but I can't remember what it contains. You entertained? Oh, that's good that you're entertained, mate. I'll try my best. Beef extract. Hang on. I'm gonna. Oh, look. I like to learn. What is Bovril? Bovril is a thick, salty, and intensely savoury meat extract paste. Originating in the 1870s to feed troops, it is best known as a British winter staple. It's traditionally eaten spread onto buttered toast or stirred into boiling water to make a beefy hot drink. Bovril was formulated in the 1870s by Scottish butcher John Lawson Johnston. It was originally commissioned to provide a highly concentrated, non-perishable source of beef for soldiers during the Franco-Prussian War. The name itself is a portmanteau. Well, that's a whole new word for me. Portmanteau, I suppose. Portmanteau? Bov comes from the Latin word for ox, bovinus, and virile was borrowed from a fictional energy-boosting elixir in an 1870s sci-fi novel. Bovril versus Marmite. How have we come back to Marmite on this? While the two are frequently compared due to their texture, appearance, and shelf neighbour status, they have distinctly different bases. Bovril is primarily made from concentrated beef stock along with yeast extract. Marmite and Vegemite is derived purely from yeast extract, a byproduct of beer brewing, and contain no meat products whatsoever. Well, there you go. Bovril has meat in it. Yeah, very different there. Yeah, there we go. We've now all been educated. We started talking about time machines. I sang a song, and now we're talking about Bovril and Vegemite as a result of the time machine discussion. If I had a time machine, I'd borrow $1 million from the bank today and then take it to 1950 and live the dream for the rest of my life. Well, you do it. Sounds like you do it like they did it in Back to the Future, right? Where Biff got the sports almanac of all the people, all the history of winning sports games, right? So he was able to bet on them. That's how he got rich in Back to the Future. Are you still trimming your nails, dog? This is what she does. She sits here and she trims her nails. Quite happy there? Okay. Weirdo. Self-maintaining dog. She keeps them perfect, man. Like, her nails barely get the tiniest bit on them and she's like, I don't know. I never would have thought a dog would do that. But she does. Would buy whole Bitcoin. Yeah. Who wouldn't? Cyanide. Nice name. I didn't see your other comment. I go back to where my... Jesus, dude. Ban. No. Well, this is primarily a self-improvement channel. We're asking a fun question. It's meant to be a good... You have a time machine? Where is it? I see you there. Fibrous Earth Portal. Where is it? Where do you keep the time machine? How much for a ride in it? What do you know? Somebody has a time machine, Ryan. That's what's up. We've asked. What would you change if you had a time machine? There's somebody here with a time machine. I have so many questions. Yes, we need more information. You have our attention now. Elaborate. You have the floor. The floor is yours. Go back and change a few historical F-ups. Yeah. One of the funniest things I've heard lately, honestly, this year, the funniest thing I've heard is, everybody laughs at the art of AI and we forget what happened the last time, somebody just wanted us to like their art. They just wanted to paint and create, and then they got kicked out of art school and then this whole thing happened in the 40s, And that's what they're saying about AI. They're like, you're worried about AI taking over and then all we do is laugh at the art it creates. Like, it's not good. You'd save JFK. It's an interesting one. Yeah, interesting footage that it was the driver that took him out there. That was an interesting video to watch. Yeah. Just goes to show, JFK is a prime example for my channel, mate. The JFK story is a prime example of you could spend your life dedicated to changing the systems of the world, all these things we worry about, and you're not going to have an impact, right? So you can go protest all you want. You can go like change your Facebook profile picture of like I support this or that or whatever. Um, you know, it's a big boys club and none of us are in it. But that's all right. We can still make our own life. So instead of being depressed about that and trying to change that, we can change our own. We can make it more local, right? Localize it to your own life and those around you. That's the that's who you care about, right? That's the part of the world you want to change. And what I want to do here is try to spread that message, right? So that's my view. G'day, Wanda. Been a while. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Wanda is, I believe, one of the original OG goat raiders. Good to see you, mate. Brother Bobby would cook up and eat a dinosaur. That's not very nice. You know what I learned recently? You know what I learned that tripped me out? And it reminded me how much everything we were ever taught was a lie. Did you know that oil, like fossil fuel, that's meant to be fossil fuel because it's made out of dinosaurs. Did you know crude oil is not dinosaurs? It's not, we got told it was rotted down plant matter and dinosaurs. It's not. It's not what oil is. That tripped me out, man. That messed my head up for a couple of days. I was like, really? Even you're telling me we were lied to so much by everything that, it's apparently all the fuel we're burning is going to run out, and they convinced us all it's going to run out because it's made out of dinosaurs. And it's not made out of dinosaurs. Yeah, what is it? Well, dinosaurs and all that aren't deep enough. The depths they drill for oil at is way below where dinosaur bones and carcasses and what could have run down from them, whatever it is. What it is it's the lubricating oil of the tectonic plates. All the continental plates, right? You get earthquakes where they go up and over each other. What we're doing is we're taking that oil. The lubricant for that, we're burning it. It's part of the Earth's mantle. It's not rotten down dinosaurs. That's what crude oil is. It's the lubricant. It's like in an engine, a car engine, you have lubricant so things don't rub on each other. We're taking away all the lubricant that stops the earthquakes and all that happening. It's meant to be lubricant down there. And we pump it all out. So yeah. Yeah. Well, historically we had earthquakes as well. You get volcanoes and all this and that. But yeah, there's meant to be there's been a huge increase obviously, and yeah. Which is why do you get more earthquakes when you frack for oil? You're taking oil out of places where it's really hard to get, and you're fracking every last bit of it out of the rock. That melted my brain, man. I'd have mined Bitcoin when it was nothing and sat on it. Yep. But the thing is you've got to look at that. You never know for sure what's going to become big. Like when there was Bitcoin, there was a whole heap of other ones competing around that early time, right? And if you bought into what it was one or the other, right? You bought into any of them, nothing's a guaranteed win. It's like you get that people look back on that, they're like, oh, I wish I'd never sold that car I had, and now it's worth mega dollars, and like they'll sell a car 20 years ago for $5,000 and now it's worth 30 grand, and they're like, oh man, I could have made all that money. Who would have thought it would be worth that? It's like they forget their car had all its problems. They forget they would have had to maintain that car for the next 20, 30 years or park it up, right? They forget inflation. And it all could have gone a different way. That car could have ended up not being worth that kind of money. It could have been it's like nobody thought that the Toyota Supra would be crazy value compared to the other Japanese cars. But then the Fast and Furious came out and the Supra became okay, fanboys want them, the prices went up. But nobody expected that a Supra would be over 100,000 US dollars these days, right? Whereas a 300ZX is a fifth of the price. And they're a completely comparable car. It's just one's. It's like buying a Silvia or a Skyline or something. Because they're so well known as a drift car, you pay way more than it's worth. It's like buying Nike instead of just buying a sneaker. It's not that the car's not good, it's that it got popularized through drifting. It's like a AE86 Corolla, like the initial D Toyota hatchback, the Panda car, if you know any of that. The reason that he was driving that car initially, Kiichi Tsuchiya, was driving a car like that up in the mountains is he was a broke-ass racer. It was by his own admission, can I drift this piece of shit car? but the piece of crap car gets famous and becomes mega dollars, not because it's a good car, but because it was meant to be a cheap shit car doing that, right? And it all gets lost in translation and people fanboy over stuff, right? Like a Nissan Z car was over twice the price of a Sylvia new. It's way more spec car, it's a much superior car, but these days you'll pay 3 times the amount for a Sylvia than you will a Z car. Because it's popular for drifting. It has that attached to it, right? It has that reputation. Something to think about with other things in life. A boss bought a new Super 1986 model. Nice. Yeah, the old Mark IIIs, man. They're boxy, but they're beautiful. It's a beautiful machine, those. Yep. Ahoy, villagers. Ahoy, sir. How are you, Christopher? Howdy, partner. Yep, I'm in New Zealand, mate. But yeah, we get people from all over the world here. We got the UK in here. Ian, g'day, mate. Lockie from Queensland. Are you from New Zealand? Yes, yeah, mate, I am. Yep. I haven't heard about Venezuelan earthquakes, but yeah, I mean, earthquakes happen all the time, man. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting. I thought it was very interesting that they call it fossil fuel, and we're burning dinosaurs, and at no point have we been burning dinosaurs. I was like, everything is a lie. Today you're working at the museum. Are you doing the night shift? Are all the like dinosaurs like coming to life and stuff? I've seen that movie. Are you working? Is it a night shift? Do all the exhibits come alive like in the movie? They do? Rad. Do you ride the dinosaur when it comes alive at night? Like, have you made friends with it? Everything is a lie. Rick and Morty is a really good one for people. Like, if you've got some sort of awareness these days, and you're woken up a lot. Rick and Morty is an amazing series from that perspective. I think a lot of people, when it first came out, were like, "Oh, I get what it means," and then like, all the fans of Rick and Morty I found quite cringy at the time. There were a lot of fans that were just like, "Oh, I get it," and they like really deep and meaningful, and they thought they got it, and it's just like, dude, you guys aren't getting it. You're seeing it very surface level. But yeah, some of the deeper levels of Rick and Morty were pretty messed up. And when you understand that show fully, it's a pretty messed up show. So was Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy, that's an interesting one to look back on retrospectively. 20 years, 20, 30, 30 years later, I remember watching Ren and Stimpy when I was a kid with Dad. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy, that's a long time ago. That's a really messed up show. 1987, the newer shape. Yeah, it should have been a Mark III. 87 should be a Mark III Super there, Ian. I think it was about the 92, 93 the Mark IV came out. Is your dog a canine? Oh, all dogs are canines. Because they have canine teeth. That's why you call a dog a canine. That's why it's a canine unit dog, police dog or something, right? Because they have canine teeth. Because they're all Freemasons, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, you don't worry about any of that, mate. You don't need to worry about masonry or any of that. You need to worry about your own life. That's the biggest shift you can make in life, is forgetting about all the politics, all that, and just focus on what you're building each day, your own friends, your own family, your own little world, right? The world is too big, man. Now, narrow down your world from, Donald Trump said this, the Strait of Hormuz, the fuel prices. It doesn't matter what happens overseas that ups the fuel price. I put the fuel in when I need it. I pay the price it is. I don't need to know anything more than that. I can't change it beyond that. I just want to live my life, right? But there's a lot of like, people want to predict this out, like, oh, the world's so evil, let's talk about it, but they don't want to give up their own lives, right? They're not out there like on a ship, like on a Greenpeace boat. They're not out there actually, trying to really do something about it. They're just like, oh, but I still want to have my life, but we should all like turn mankind on its head. It's not a good strategy, guys. The last thing you actually want is a revolution. Your life is short enough as it is. The last thing you want is a revolution where everything is on fire and there's no jobs and there's no power and everything is total chaos for 10 years, 20 years, and you're just going to have to put people in power again anyway, and you're just going to get corruption again anyway. It's all going to be get the same thing all over again. It's a human history. Look back thousands and thousands of years of it. It's mankind, man. This is what humans do. It's only like, think back to a time before the internet. How much world news would you have got? Here's a really good thing to think about. When you're a kid, how much news did you encounter? How much was accessible to you as a kid, as a teenager? My parents read the newspaper in the morning, but I sure as shit didn't read it. You know, even them, it's stock price. Oh, this happened. Oh, there's a war overseas, right? But it's an article on each topic. That's it. That's all you know. They do an hour of news at night. They're putting in sports. They're putting in weather. There's 20 minutes of actual news on two or three topics, or maybe and a couple of stories about a cat in a tree. Beyond that, you didn't have any of this in your life. It probably explains a lot of our mental health issues. You think about how much information is thrown at us, not just in politics and news and that, but through social media, just seeing everybody else live their lives. And like anybody who owns a freaking Bugatti or Lamborghini or a private jet ever, they're putting a picture of it on the internet. And then it's like, oh, why do I feel like I'm behind? Why do I feel like everyone's doing better than me? It's like, because you're freaking looking at the entire bloody world compared to you and your circumstances and your path and your life. And you're like, oh, that person's got like a fancy car and a fancy house, and oh, how would I ever get there? It's like, you probably won't. They probably got really good circumstances. Or they got really lucky. Or they worked their ass off from a young age. Who would know? But not everybody gets that life. You also didn't get the life. You've got to look at it the other way. You can't just look at all the successful people. You've got to look the other way. You've got to look at all the 3 billion people who still don't have internet. There's still places with just dirt roads and everything's destroyed. You weren't born there. It's pure luck you weren't born there. You're born where you are. You're where you are. Your life ain't so bad. You don't have problems. You get born in a third world country. Like, put it this way: can you imagine being born in India where there's just trash all through the streets? You grow up, you're in a torn up shirt and there's trash in the streets and everyone's crapping in a gutter and throwing everything in the river. And you think you've got problems? It's like, look at how much advantage you have to be sitting here now. You've got a phone, you've got power, you've got a roof over your head, you've got food in your stomach. You're doing all right. Your problems are not problems. That's what I do when I'm feeling like a lazy piece of shit. I go, I don't have problems. I've just got used to the level of comfort I have in life. The first world countries, we're all living in comfort and luxury, and we complain about bullshit. And we look at bullshit. So, this is my phone time, is sitting here talking and doing YouTube. I watch a little bit of reels or something, but I'm trying to avoid that, Got out of the city, moved out to the country, try to escape it all. Make America straight again. My name is Barbara. Barbie? Barbie. Barbie. I like that. G'day, Barbara. How are you? Brother, you know me. I do know you, Jody. How are you, mate? Not having any empathy is going to make humans extinct. Yeah, it's too late, man. It's all too late for us to be fighting against it and doing all that. It's just too late, man. Whoever builds the systems wins, right? You got to build systems. So they've built systems to control the world. Your mission is to understand how the world's going, or try and see sort of where things are going ahead of now, and try and get yourself ahead of the curve. Try to do what you can so you can have some kind of life. It sucks, but it's all right. Your ancestors went through worse. For you to be alive right now, since the beginning of humans, your bloodline has survived till you. That's something to think about as well. Your bloodline has survived. Every war, the Vikings raided and burned down a village, whatever. Both your parents were on the winning side of these kind of battles, or you would not be here, right? All your grandparents. It's all since somebody in your family was Oog the caveman, so they're bonking things with a stick. All those people survived. They made it work. They survived the Black Plague and this and that and that and that and all the wars and everything, and were in conditions to reproduce. And you're here. That's what bothers me about possibly not having kids. You end your bloodline, right? Your bloodline has survived till now. Your bloodline has survived till now. It's actually an Andrew Tate comment. Your bloodline has survived till now, and you're going to be the one who ends it. You're going to be the one who just sits here. Sits inside and watches movies and goes, oh, I give up, it's too hard. I don't know. Something to think about. Make your own decision on that one, I guess. No, no, I'm a born male and will stay that way, mate. But again, just food for thought, right? The more I think of this kind of stuff, the more I just go, man, I'm just gonna keep focusing on my own life because there's so many questions. You could spend your life going, why are we here? What religion is right? Why are there aliens? And what's happening with what did Donald Trump say today? Oh, I'm not happy with this. Oh, I've got to read this article about this that happened. It's endless noise, and it's all you could be out. You could be out hiking. You could be out skydiving. You can be out traveling the world in a van. You could be at home gardening. You could do literally anything else, right? The only thing of value in life is your time. That's what we have. We have a limit of time on Earth, right? Would you all agree? That's what we're limited by. We all die. We have a limited time on Earth. We don't know when it's up. We're trying to make the most of it. So why are we spending our time looking at the world's problems that we're never going to... Are you ever going to drop everything you're doing and go and get on the picket line and go and actually fight the government and go and start like a big movement and change the world? No? Well, then there's no point you caring a single thing about it. There's no point you changing your Facebook profile picture that I support this side or whatever, or talking about it or arguing it. The only thing left for you is to focus on yourself and the people you care about. That's where you have your power. They've stripped every other power away. The power you have is within yourself to turn up for yourself and turn up for the people you care about. And that will drive you. That is what matters. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is a distraction. Again, there were no smartphones. The news used to be in the newspaper. Video games weren't online when I was a teenager. Right? Well, I didn't play them online. It was just starting to happen, right? But you weren't connected in this way. If you wanted to hang out with your mates, you went out and you did stuff. Whereas now you go to you try round out 5 friends these days for let's go out to a restaurant, let's go out and watch a movie actually somewhere, let's actually do something. Pfft, good luck. No, I have ADHD, man, so I don't even have to pay for that kind of experience. I just get it naturally, man. But I'm competent with it, right? I'm not fried. I'm actually intelligent. Yeah. Crazy, eh? See, the thing I discovered in life was I used to try and be quiet, right? And very controlled and calm and fit in, and how everybody expected a person to be, right? Because that's what people want, is they want this normal, calm, controlled, like workplace type energy, right? But I wasn't being me. So I'm on here, I don't do an act on here, I don't do a persona, I don't do any bullshit, I'm just me. That's what you get. And I think people will appreciate it. A certain amount of people will appreciate this channel, and I will make this channel have millions of subscribers, and I will change millions of lives. And you can doubt that, you can laugh at that all you want, but that's my mission and that's what I'm doing. I'm sacrificing my life to help other people. That is my mission. I'm still going to have my own life along the way, but I want to share it with people. I want to give people some hope. I don't want people down in the depression I was in. I found the way out. I found the way forward because the world is harsh. So I will help all the people I can. I'm only just starting out at it, but I'll get a heck of a lot better at it, I'll tell you that. Oh no, he knows where I live. Oh no. If only I'd considered all these things before I went on the internet. Who would have thought? That's where you live. That's nice, mate. We don't do any trolls here, man. What sort of profession do I do? I'm a car mechanic from home, and I'm a YouTuber. So I just stream my life on here, right? So we have talks about mental health, self improvement, and I'm bringing everybody on the journey of me building my garage, building my cabins, repairing my trucks, my cars. Hoarded some stuff, so I'm just clearing everything out, right? This is the journey of me getting my life on track and building my life, and I will be running this channel my whole life, right? There was in the Truman Show there was a badge. How will it end? This channel will end when I die. I will be uploading until then. If you want to join the journey early, join in. I know it sounds crazy to some people, but I stream that Lockie all the time, bro. So I got Land Cruise, a couple of Land Cruisers. Me and the missus both have Land Cruisers. Got some Nissan Fairladies to build. There's a Mazda MX-5 there as well, Miata. There's all sorts, man. Motorbikes and that. So yeah, that's what I do on here, bro. So mostly in the day I do streams from the garage where I'm working on stuff. And it's meant to be like you can, if you're feeling lazy, unmotivated, you get in and work on your car with me or whatever you got to work on at home. That's how we partake. Hey, sup, bro? Hayes, how are you? Yeah. Well, Nick, I hope you join on the journey, man. It's meant to be here for anybody. You ever having a day where you're a bit down or something, you can come and we can talk about it. And we're trying to build a network of we're successfully building a network of people that help each other. If you ask a mental health question in here, there's regulars in here that will jump in with their experience and we'll try help people out, right? Find their meaning, purpose, whatever you're looking for. Got some cool cars. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Yeah, trying to cut down on them a bit. Would you rather see a future for people living out of their vehicle or a house? A house is always a good idea, mate. Isn't that what you people say? I don't know. What do you people say? Good day, mate. British might be. It might be good day, mate. Good day, mate. How are you? Lovely jubbly. That would be British. The Aussie way would be g'day, mate. How are you? It's a bit more twangy. G'day, mate. How are you, mate? And we all just looking for the light, mate. Hanging around. And then the New Zealand way would be more g'day, mate. How are you, bro? Yeah, it's more monotone, more kind of flat. Rent costs too much. Yep. I had to break that cycle, man. That's why I'm in a caravan, building my own cabin, right? So I'm in the caravan. It's sort of that momentary sacrifice, right? To build a garage, build a garage, and I'm building a couple of cabins. I'll pull up, Jamie, pull up the clip. Heidi, go to bed, dog. That is enough from you at the moment. You're being naughty. You're being naughty, dog. It's not your time right now. I've hit the wrong button now, dog. Let's put this background on. So I'll just show you 3 years ago. Sorry, that one. So that's 3 years ago what I started with. So I built the garage and stuff, and there's the Land Cruiser and stuff, bro. And we're building the first cabin. So inside the first cabin is going to be like the YouTube studio. So we got the outside of the cabin almost done. I'm going to paint it all out like that. Something like that. It'll look something like that. It's got my old YouTube name on there still. I just grabbed a new shed. We just grabbed this one. So I started down on live the other day. So we'll get that. We got half of that home. We got to go back and get the other half of it in the next couple of weeks probably. And just keep on moving, right? I'm gonna have to put you guys on charge. You go to bed. Sorry, the German Shepherd is just having a non-listening moment. She's all right now, it seems. I just gotta stick this in you. It only hurts the first time. It only hurts to be plugged into the charger if you're new here. Here we go. Put something here so I don't drop the phone, otherwise the phone likes to fall over. Why they put the charge port on the bottom of phones, I don't know. Don't know. You seem nice, I'll be nice too, but it's extremely hard. Hey man, isn't there enough bad shit in the world? Isn't that why you're so bitter about it, is how hard life is? Isn't that why you troll and stuff and want to like bring people down and that, you know? Just be nice. There's enough hate in the world, man. Why can't we come on the internet here? Can't we just get along? Lost protagonist. Could be. We don't do any religion here, my friend. Catholicism. We don't do religion. We don't do politics, man. Just, it's the questions people have asked for thousands of years and want to argue against. It's just not. We're not going to find the answer here, so yeah, I don't discuss it here. No, you're all good. No, I appreciate the question. Mate. Yeah, anybody's entitled to whatever beliefs they have here. It's just not the topic we're here to discuss, that's all. Wonder if rundown vehicles and junkyards can be turned into a cheap room. A lot of people build like container homes and stuff, right? And they see that as an option, but containers are actually quite expensive for the space you get. You can actually build build something in timber or a steel frame building, a bit bigger for sort of the same funds, right? Watch about no, I haven't watched that, Fabian. Oh, geez, Ink. I don't know. Oh, you create your own house? Yeah, that's what I'm working at, man. That's what I'm working at the moment. Have you ever watched Wolf Creek? Yes, it's one of the few kind of horror movies I have watched is Wolf Creek. Enough. Dog's whining at me. Can you come to Australia? Is it allowed? Yeah, I think you can travel. You can travel most places on Earth, man, if you have a passport. There's a few islands that are with tribes that are banned for human contact, but beyond that, yeah, as long as you got a passport, mate, and your ability to travel, I think you're all right. Only sucks in the winter, but not paying rent is worth it. Yeah, there you go. Why does it suck in the winter, mate? What do you need? Some more insulation or a fireplace or something? Yeah, that Wolf Creek movie was unhinged, man. It was the bit with the head on a stick bit that yeah. Yeah, we're in the garage scene. I don't want to spoil the movie. If you haven't seen Wolf Creek, watch it, but it's not for the squeamish. Not for the squeamish, that one. So yeah, that's I don't get too into that. I like nice movies. I like movies like I've always liked movies to wind down, not to like make me have on the edge of my chair. I've always been like an evening wind down movie person. Like I like the odd horror film or something, but I usually like something like light-hearted, something more comedy, action movie, something a bit more just like chill. Have I been to America? No, I haven't been to America. Oh, and you get all sorts in here, bro. You learn to ignore the trolls, bro. Yeah, it's not. You don't want to engage the conversation with them ideally. How the bloody hell are you? How the bloody hell are you? Yeah. Please come to America. We have the most freedoms. You'll find that there's a lot of countries on earth have freedom, mate, and we all have our own constitutions. We all have our own systems. America is not the hub of the. It's not the hub of the earth. Funnily enough, we do have civilization in other countries. We do have freedom in other countries. It's not a special thing to America. It's actually it's like kind of the whole Western world is built that way. Yeah, well, we don't need one, do we? I've got a Heidi. Yeah, we do. We got a Heidi, eh? That's all we need. That's all we need is a Heidi. That's all we need is a Heidi, eh? Yeah, mate. Yeah, yeah. Well, we do have a constitution of sorts, right? We have things that protect our rights and our laws, right? There's things written into it the same way. There is essentially a constitution of New Zealand. It might have a different name. It's structured differently, but it's all the laws of the land, right? It all works the same way. Jim Jeffries did a stand-up thing on this about all the other countries that have freedom. It's the World Cup people that are. Ah, you're all right. But it's just the same in any country, man. You got to focus on what. Again, I think you're one of these people that's so focused on all the rights of the world and all the systems and the politics and whatever. You do realize politics is how they've rage baited an entire planet to not just spend time with your family, to not just spend time with your friends. Do you understand? Do you guys not see it? Do any of you not see it? Take away the internet. Let's wind back 30 years. What was life like 30 years ago before the internet? How many distractions have been added to our lives? How many? Write down a list on. I haven't even got pen and paper in front of me. Shit. Write down a list if you can on paper. If you have a pen and paper handy, write down a list right now of things that weren't available 30 years ago that you spend your time on now. If you want to know where your hours are going each day, what was, and I used to do this, and I felt I had more time, and now life flies by. Write down a list of, before the internet, how many more hours did you have a day? And what did you spend them doing when you were younger? And that'll help you understand how distracted you are, and like how much politics stuff are you looking at on YouTube, or the snippets of this on Instagram or whatever. How much information of the world's problems are you taking in versus when I was 18, 20 years old, I didn't even have a TV. I didn't read the newspaper or anything. You know, I knew the weather if it was raining. Right? I didn't have to, I just used to, when I was like 18, 19, I just used to jump on my motorbike. And I'm going out for a ride this weekend. Oh, it started raining. I'll just ride in the rain. Like, nothing bothered me. Right? I didn't have all this endless information, but now apparently I'm meant to know about what's happening in frickin' Ukraine or something. It's like, it's irrelevant. Like, just because they're providing all this information and want to take up all your time with it, and everyone wants to comment on it, it doesn't mean you have to partake in it, right? That's the point of this channel, is if you want to get away from all this shit, is to focus on what are you actually going to do with your time. Otherwise, 10 years goes by like, and it's like, well, what the fuck? I mean, I've just turned 39. It's like, well, hang on. I've done a lot in the last 9 years, but I still feel like I only just turned 30, you know? And they say it gets quicker as you get older, and it's like, well, I'm going to make sure I add some variety, right? They've done studies that's why it feels like time passes so quickly, you know. Growing up takes forever, the days go on forever, but when you're older, you just live the same day over and over again, essentially, almost, right? You go to work, you this, you that, you get some groceries, and nothing's memorable, nothing's standing out, right? Whereas, like, my longest year was I went and did like 30 track days all over New Zealand. I was all over the place doing track days. I bought all these different cars. I was doing all kinds of different stuff all over. I never stopped moving for like a whole year. Literally didn't stop moving. That year felt like 10 because there was just so many different experiences, right? Because if you're just doing the same stuff every day, time flies. Time just flies by. Oh, this week at work, payday, and you live paycheck to paycheck. It's just a week goes by. A week goes by. A week goes by. And then, you go pay your bills and get your groceries, And then it's like, 5 years of your life goes by and you're like, oh, shit. Now you've got a bigger hole to get out of, right? Doesn't mean you can't. I mean, I'm in a hell of a hole I've been digging out of, but I'm doing fantastic these days. I'm doing 1,000 times better than I ever was. Bring your head in, dog. I'm closing up. All right, okay, watch your ears. Oh, mate. Might set my hoodie back on soon. It's getting a bit colder in here. I don't want to put the heater on yet. Just going to try to save some power. Yeah, yeah, they'll be trolling, bro. It's in. This is what you get on YouTube. It's trolls. You go to bed. Hey, go on. It's enough. Go sleep. Deal with you soon, dog. I'm gonna put my Pikachu jumper back on. Keep me nice and warm. These winters, mate. Try that in the UAE. Can't change. It's sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, mate, about the nasty stuff that happened to you. But you can move on. You can still have a good life, my friend. Still build a good life. I think I might start to bundle right up, guys. What do you reckon? I'll go full winter mode. I'll end up putting the heater on soon. Is my guess. There we go. Look at that. As my dad always said to me growing up, he's like, don't put the heater on, you put more clothes on. You got more clothing you can put on. You got clothes, don't you? Why do I buy all those winter clothes for if you're not going to wear them and you're just going to put a heater on? That's what it was like in my house, man. That's what it was. You're not putting the heater on. At least you hit if you'd come home if I'd put the heater on. I'd get whacked upside the head. Good times. Oh, sorry, little trauma dump there. They're just childhood memories. They're not meant to be a trauma dump. I'm just reflecting. Yeah. It's alright. It's alright, chat. It's alright. We made it. We've survived every battle we ever faced. If you're sitting here right now, everything you ever thought would break you, you've survived, right? You still here? Are you still here? You seem to be still here. Everything you thought would break you didn't break you, did it? Heidi, go to bed. You're so naughty. No. You, go lie down. That is enough. I'm busy. Enough. You need to learn, puppy. Leave me alone. Don't be rude. Oh, no patience. No patience anymore. Hey, enough. Sorry guys, she's just being difficult. Is there a charity? Oh, there would be charities in New Zealand, Catholic. You could find a charity anywhere, man. Just put it wherever you think it's going to make the most difference, right? There is no spoon. It's true. It's true. There is no spoon. Heidi is a good girl most of the time. She is, yeah. She just, when I'm on here, I've been on here nearly 3 hours, so she's just getting a bit stir crazy. Go lie down. Go on. You can be close to me, that's alright. Just stop being an annoyance. Stop whining at me. Go have a nap. Flop over. Flop over. Flop. There you go. Have a nap. Stay there. Stay there. No. I'm being harassed by the dog. If there's any members in the chat, I did add 2 new emojis today. We have emojis of both the dogs now, if you would like to use them. If you would like to support the channel, if I've ever given you any advice that has helped in some way, you can become a supporter of the channel. I've added memberships now. You get a pretty green name, you get some emojis, but I'm not going to paywall any information. I'm not going to do like members only live streams because I want to be available when people need me for genuine questions, right? Like when I was in my worst states, if I'd found a channel like this and I was having a really bad day, I'd hope that person was online at the time. I don't want to be doing, you have to be a member to get help. But if you want to support the channel, you can gift members or become one if you wish. Red deer and sambar deer. How many different species you got? Oh, I wouldn't know on deer. I don't know about deer around here. Maybe we're all in heaven now. Maybe, man. Maybe it's all a dream. Who would know? Somebody said to me many years ago, if you want to know the meaning of life, stop asking the question. Because if you try and figure out the world and why the world's the way it is and why people are evil and are there aliens and which is right and which, you're just going to burn up your life thinking about things, you know what I mean? You can get so lost in that you don't actually have a life because you're so busy wondering, like, what's the meaning of life? It's like, well, it was to go on the journey and live it and exist it, but you kind of spent it all just overthinking. Gotta make time goes by quick. That's all I'd say. People ask me sometimes, they're like, oh, what advice would you give to a 20-year-old man? I'm like, time goes by quicker than you think. Just go pursue whatever it is you want to pursue. Win, lose, fail, doesn't matter. Failure is the process. So just go on the journey. You wouldn't let the dinosaurs die? That's good. How would you stop the big flipping asteroid? If you travel back in a time machine, what would you use to stop the big asteroid, mate? Would you be willing to become the 51st state of America as a New Zealander? Would I be willing? Probably not. Probably already is a 51st state of America, really, anyway. Don't you worry about it. Mostly owned by the Chinese here now, to be honest. Most of the forestry has been sold off. So most of New Zealand now, at the moment, most of New Zealand has already been divvied up to big investors and stuff. They're freeing up all the conservation land at the moment, like a whole heap of like 50% of the conservation land in New Zealand or something. They're freeing up for development for overseas investors to buy out in the mountains, out in all the beautiful scenery you see of New Zealand. They're making it unprotected and selling it off to investors to lop it down and make it pine forests or whatever they want to do with it. Everyone's real upset about it, but it's going to happen. It'll happen anyway. So, as I say, you worry about your own life. You worry about what you're doing in your own life, right? That's far more important to get your life sorted. I don't have time to fix the nation's problems. I have time to try to look after me and my dogs and my missus and where we're heading long term, right? But yeah. But again, you're not going to stop the sell-off, right? It's a global agenda. It's a global plan, far bigger than anything we could ever affect. So this is why I always say on here, man, we just don't. There's no point knowing anything about it, worrying about it. I've seen it all over Instagram, and I'm just like, look at it for 20 seconds. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I know what's happening. I know the gist of it. Cool. I'm whatever. Hey, mate, having a good night? Yeah, I'm having a pretty good night, man. Been a pretty chill day. I sort of took a day off the garage today. We did a workout on here this morning. I've done a couple of chat streams and stuff instead. And yeah, we did a workout stream. We did a morning chat, and we're doing a chat now. And I'll probably be back in the garage tomorrow, doing some car projects. Work on something. Wouldn't have taken life so serious if you could go back. That's it, John. That's a great bit of feedback there, man. I like how it's usually it's a self-improvement channel, but we can ask a question like this and then people are giving time machine reasons like that. It's very interesting. Is your heater not cutting it? You got the beanie and the hoodie. Oh well, I just turned the heater off. No, I'm trying to save power. Of being in the garage so much, doing streams and stuff with all the lights on. I've upped my power bill significantly, to be honest. So that's a good sign. I know I'm working a heck of a lot more in the garage. I know I'm in there a lot more because not really from the heater, more so from being in the garage. Yeah, we've upped the power bill. About $50 a month has gone up on the power bill, and I've just as soon as I got memberships rolling in, I just went and upgraded the internet because sometimes it could be a bit iffy on here with speed because it was like a shared bandwidth connection. So now I've got a dedicated fast speed connection. So yeah, I've put all the membership. I haven't been paid the membership money yet, but I've gone, okay, well, I've got a bit in the account. I've just dumped it straight into the upgrade the internet, trying to feed everything back into the channel. So I need to buy some more tripods. I need to buy a drone for filming when we do the four-wheel driving stuff. When we do the traveling around New Zealand, I want to have a decent drone in that to film for long form and yeah, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the ball, trying to grow the channel, day by day. So it's all I can do, right? I can turn up here, I can have the best plan I have, and we hang out and we chat. But no, I'm feeling quite cozy in my hoodie in there at the moment. I'm feeling quite nice. Feeling quite good there. It's nice. Nice. Winter. I'm on my winter arc, guys, as they say, and all the motivation, self-improvement stuff. I'm on my winter arc. Hey, Nick, great to see you, mate. Yep, good evening, yeah. Chill mental health chat and hang out. If I could go back in time, I would bet on sports outcomes I already know. Yeah, we discussed that. We discussed that earlier in the conversation about Biff using the sports almanac in Back to the Future. So I would say you might maybe being a bit unoriginal there, but it's not a bad idea, But it's very wealth focused Catholicism. Of all the things you could possibly do with time travel, all you're interested in is making money for yourself. It explains a lot about why you're just like a smart-ass troll on my channel. Like you really exposing where you're at in life, man. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. So I hope some of the message of how you need to focus a bit more in life and build the life you want. Hopefully it seeps in somewhere. Try and yeah, you're all right, mate. We like a bit of humour, but you're just like New Zealanders can't afford heaters and stuff. It's like, come on, man. We can do better. No, I don't really play any games. I play on the old PlayStation 2 sometimes. Don't mean to be a smart ass. Oh, you're all right. You're spreading awareness. All right. Oh. I do believe betting is against your religion, though. Oh, Celtic comes with the big hits on that one. Here we go. Mr. Dennis, I'm always excited at this kind of hour. Is Mr. Dennis on yet? Oh, Mr. Dennis is on. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go support Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis Bird is doing a workout. Mr. Dennis Bird is doing a workout. I didn't see the notification pop up. Right. Well, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to head over to the Men of Action channel and go I'm a mod there for my man Dennis Bird, right? So Men of Action is the channel I'll be on next, all right? If you want to hang out, if you want to do a bit of a workout or something, you know, you can always start out. You can do 1 or 2 push-ups with them if you want. Just stay on live, you goofers. Oh no, I'm gonna go support my mate. He's another great man spreading a good message. So guys, if you do want to support the channel, please do consider possibly getting a membership. I made them pretty cheap. If you want to help, help my cause here. What else? If you like, you can go and like the shorts and stuff. I put up some new shorts today. I'll be back on tomorrow. Good to see you as well, She-Goes. Thank you. Thank you for being here, mate. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. We'll have another chat. If you want to think up some questions, you can write them down on paper and you can think of some questions to ask me if you like. Talk about whatever. All right, guys, have a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be doing another body double work stream. We'll do a morning workout, a chat, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Thank you all for being here. Don't work out. Life is too short. Life's going to be a lot shorter if you don't take care of your fitness, my friend. Have a good one, guys. We'll be over on the Men of Action channel if you search Men of Action. All right, peace.